It was a cool 11-hour drive back, so I can't complain about much at
A
all.
cool little 11-hour drive.
It wasn't that bad.
Said no one ever.
It wasn't that bad because the time I left. So I left like at 4 a.m. So I made the trip a little easier. I don't know why, but it did.
4 a.m. It's like you played a mind trick with yourself because it was still 11 hours for the 11. Or there's traffic probably.
Traffic. I mean, you left out at 4. You drove into the day. I got to Atlanta at a decent time. Gave me time to unwind and get shit ready for work and run an errand or two. So,
You ever felt weird saying run an errand?
Nah, but I do feel like my parents named me Aaron because they always had me doing some fuck shit. But I'm the Aaron. I am literally I'm who gets called for all things needed. Like I feel like a small portion of my parents not wanting me to move out of Houston had to do with like who's gonna do this shit for us now.
Man,
because every time I step a toe in Houston, it's like, since you're here, help me move this shit. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, man. In our older age, man, we want to take advantage of the things we created, and that's.
I've been a remote, bro. Man, my tea lady would call me in the room to grab some shit that was right there by her. But she don't want to get from under the covers.
She ain't got to, man. Why she got you?
You're right.
Why she got you, man? Yeah. What's the name of this podcast?
Oh man, I'm glad you asked.
Now let's begin the story.
That time, motherfuckers.
Okay.
Dope down, motherfuckers.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast.
Stop lightning with the blam blam.
Yes. It is us. It is the 16 Shots podcast with Young James Boogie and AR Dub.
Tell me how you took it. I'm going to tell you what I meant.
So you telling me that you just put some gunshots in there?
You know what? I did.
I was expecting this. I was expecting like, okay, gunshots, something different, okay, this would be something new. And it was just some extra gunshots, man. That's violent, bro.
That's the drop for when we choose violence. And I think this episode, for at least a segment or two, we're going to talk about niggas when they choose violence.
We might. We probably will.
You're about to experience a nigga moment.
Oh, man. Okay. So, we're going to get to the obvious thing a little later.
What you say, niggas?
We gonna see, man, you toxic, man. We have
what you say, niggas?
We have people who are not who are not okay with that word, who listen to our show.
Like who?
I don't know. There's people. Everybody's not okay with that word like we might be. Even though I'm not okay with it. I'm okay with it, but I struggle with it.
Why you struggle with it?
Because, man, like there's a part of me that realizes that people were literally killed over that word. People died to eliminate that word from the vocab. But then again, I grew up.
I don't struggle with it.
I know, man, because you knew.
Because I'm what? Damn.
No, that was a joke. Man, the worst part about HD cameras nowadays?
No, what is it? Tell me
instances,
about
it. Back in the day, like when somebody got hurt on the court, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, he writhing in pain, you know what I'm saying? You could see, but you couldn't see everything. Mm-hmm. But with these new cameras, man, you can see every inflection of their face. So this dude, if a dude start crying now, you know whether that's cry or sweat and tears. You know the difference. You can see, like he fell down. Is he crying? And now you gotta be, immortally forever. You the dude that was crying when you hurt your knee that time.
You are very unathletic, never did anything great in your life as person if you ridicule someone for crying on the court when they had a major knee injury, bro. You're a bum ass nigga, bro.
No. I'm not ridiculing him.
I'm not saying
crying.
you. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about the person who will.
I'm telling you that in today's climate, when you do something, the cameras are on and they're so definite in they like literally people are doing and I guess we won't go there already. Just trying to ease into it, but people are doing think tanks or think spots on. Was it a real smack? And they're playing
You're
it
about
back.
to experience a nigga moment.
All right, let's go.
They're like, oh, was it a real smack? This was, it's like because the cameras are on to like it makes you question everything because anything could be.
I don't think the cameras are why they made you question was it a real smack. You have the Oscars, Chris Tucker, who's a comedian, Will Smith, who's a funny man from time to time. Like, I thought it was fake when I first saw the little clip, but then when I saw the Japanese version that didn't have any mutes, I was like, oh.
So you didn't see it live?
I didn't see it live. I didn't even know the fucking Oscars was on, bro. Like,
I saw it live.
Literally, I was walking in the room. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was getting ready to lay down for work. I had, came from out of town, and I saw that shit. And I was like, damn, we would be potting right now. We would have missed it.
But I missed it, yeah.
But I saw it, and I saw it on IG, so I just saw the slap. And I guess niggas posted that shit real time. I guess they posted it right when it happened. And I looked at it, and I'm like, man, this some old bull ass shit, man. These niggas playing, you know what I'm saying? And then I saw the Japanese feed, like the whole foreign feed.
Yeah.
And nigga was like, said what he said. I say, oh, these niggas might be for real. And I slept on it though. And so my next thought process was, oh, this nigga's for real. They're like, this nigga's offended. He's defending his wife.
Yeah.
And then I saw all the bullshit, for the next day and a half, people falling out with their partners and their family members over they take.
Yeah.
Like I really see. I saw people I saw some people criticizing Will Smith, saying he's the worst fucking nigga ever. He did that shit on national TV. He's a disgrace. Ego. And the same people turn around on their Facebook post and they beefing with long lifetime friends and family members because they have a difference of opinion. And I'm like, you're displaying the exact same thing that you're saying he was fucked up for as ego because you have a difference of opinion. Like I saw some like, fine, delete me if you want to. You don't have to follow me. And shit like that. And I was like, damn, it's just an opinion. But whatever.
The funny thing is that is a big thing. Like people saying delete me because if you delete them on Facebook, then you delete them in real life.
Nah, I'm finna see you at the barbecue next week. You know that, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, delete me if you don't want to hear it. So then the barbecue gonna be like, we ain't Facebook friends, so we ain't real friends.
I like that.
That's the crazy
I like
part.
that commercial with the old people with a granddaughter go to the house and the grandma got like the pictures of her friends on the wall.
Yeah.
And she taking the pictures out, throwing them in the trash. And they're like, Grandma, what are you doing? I'm unfriending her. And I'm like, that's not how this works. Yeah, so after I slept on it for a while, bro, I can see why the conspiracy theorists think it was fake. We are talking about two actors. So
but everybody are actors though.
That's what I'm saying. So Will Smith, he can pull off acting offended, but I don't think it was fake. I think it was real.
I mean, if that's the case, why wasn't Kanye fake?
Who thought Kanye was fake?
No, I'm just asking why wasn't Kanye's real? But because Kanye's also an actor as well, and he's been in film, and he was like people thinking everything is staged is more a product of just them not being in touch with reality, that people aren't real. So it's of course gotta be because
I gotta disagree a little bit. So 100%, it could be staged. It's Hollywood.
Why? Who benefits from that?
I don't time out, book. I don't have a reasoning for why. Okay, I'm just
it don't
saying,
make sense then.
That's not true. There's some shit that don't make sense that people still do.
Name one.
Come on, bud. Half your takes don't make sense, but you still do.
Okay, well, just name one take. Name one take that I said that it makes no sense.
That it
just
makes
name
no
one.
sense. That it being staged makes no sense because we don't listen. Like I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to the thought process.
Okay,
it could be staged. Let's say they could be rolling out a movie or something. It's Hollywood. You don't know what they be doing, bro. It could be staged. I don't think this was, but I'm saying I can see some conspiracy theories when it first jumped off. They can say, "Hey, you know what? I think this was staged." I can understand why people would think that.
Okay, so but okay, and this is why This is why I be tripping with people, right?
But you can't trip about Hollywood actors.
Hold on, let me finish.
But I'm saying you trying to.
I let you finish.
Go ahead, Book.
Didn't I?
You did. You're right.
I let you finish, right?
You did.
I'm saying, because like they'll be like, okay, this is staged, right? But then when I ask them a question like, okay, that's staged, and then whatever reason you think it's Hollywood, that's staged, and then I ask them like, okay, well, did this man live in this fish for 3 days? Is that real too? And they'd be like, man, that's ridiculous. Yeah, he did. Or they'd be like, did that man impregnate that woman that was already married? But if you can see something with your eyes and not believe it, then how did you have so much faith something you never even saw before you in the whole like?
So time out.
Something that sounds outlandish.
Time out. Your example is really going to be inspirational tales from a religious text.
I'm just saying, does that sound outlandish?
If you told me someone lived in the whale's stomach for 3 days,
yeah,
a young lady also got pregnant from a Holy Ghost, and Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Tucker live on the Oscars, I would think all three of them could be some staged events.
That's all I'm saying. It's like just and not trying to pick on any religion or anything, but I'm just saying,
but
like,
you are.
People will say, no, I'm not. People will say one thing is outlandish, that like if you connect the dots, this man says, like,
for the record, I think this is a horrible take, but go ahead though. I think it's a horrible take.
I mean, it can be. That's your
because
opinion.
you're comparing people who think that Will Smith slapping Chris Rock on the Oscar stage is a conspiracy, and then you're saying, oh, but y'all believe a man lived in a well for 3 days and lit a fire. I think that's a reach, bro.
What I'm saying is, how could you see something with your eyes and see all the play and be like, oh, I saw that, and then because of these underlying things, it could be fake. But I saw with my eyes. But then go over here and something I never saw that sounds like it can't happen, that scientifically we know can't happen, but I believe that. So like, now how do I trust your judgment as a person? Because your judgment is based on how you feel.
That is horrible take. That's a horrible take.
Not.
It is.
It's not, bro.
It is horrible.
Because
it's Hollywood. So we've seen staged events at award shows before. That's why
name one.
What do you mean name one? You've seen staged events. You've seen people get on stage and have like a little funny skit or some shit that we didn't know was planned. You know what I'm saying? Like scripted comedy. That happens. Scripted comedy is a thing, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But this ain't scripted comedy. Wasn't nothing funny about this, bro.
No one, book from the seats that some people, when that shit initially happened, no one
people were in shock.
No one in their right mind truly believed that Will Smith walked up to the stage, smacked the shit out of Chris Rock with the perfect of perfect forms, and then walk off smirking like it with the Wild Wild West stroll. No one believed.
You think so?
No one believed that shit was real until they heard him screaming to the top of his lungs, "Leave my wife's name out your fucking mouth." And when they panned the cameras to his face and they saw Lupita in the back, like, oh shit. And then they pan and they show you all the photos of The Rock and all these other people, like, oh shit. That's when people knew it was some real shit. If you just see the video of Will Smith walking on stage, smacking the shit out of Chris Rock and walking off, that's some funny shit, bro. Like, oh, that's some funny shit.
I saw it live, so
you didn't see it live. You saw it with a delay.
I did see it live.
You saw it with a delay, sir.
Yeah, let me tell you, I saw it live. So I saw it in the U.S. So what I saw was, we watching it, you see him get up, there's like a blip, like it's like it cuts off, and you see him sitting down, and you can hear, and you see him telling him, you know what I'm saying? So as he gets up, you can see everybody. And when after the smack, they go right back to you can see people like, you can hear the, oh my God, and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, they start panning in the face because all them pans wasn't on the live feed. All them pans, different people were on the live feed. It was just him and it was Chris Rock and the one I saw.
That's literally what I just said.
It was just Will Smith face and Chris Rock.
That's literally what I just said.
But I'm talking about all that seeing The Rock and seeing Lupita. You couldn't see Lupita until
that's literally what shot. I just said. I said if you saw the live feed and all you saw was Chris and Will, you could think it was some scripted shit.
I don't think so. Because I didn't think it was scripted because I'm saying it didn't make sense.
Well, but that's because you try to overanalyze everything. Like Hollywood doesn't make sense. 98% of the scripted comedy that happens doesn't make sense.
Not everything makes sense, man.
No, everything does not make sense.
Yeah,
you wearing shades at 9:30 at night does not make sense.
Watch this. It makes sense because listen, I'm telling you why it makes sense.
I chose violence.
It makes sense.
You're about to experience a nigga moment.
It makes sense because I don't want my eyes to be red because there might be other stuff going on. So I can look left, right, and nobody see my eye. That's why it makes sense.
But it makes sense to you, though. But to someone else that cannot be Young James Boogie, to random Jonathan Stewart who watches the video that drops on Spotify, it can make zero fucking sense to him. And he can say, you know what? This shit makes zero fucking sense to me. Why does he have on sunshades?
Okay. And then, but once again, like I said, and agree with everything you said, then you go back and say, this is why it makes sense. This is why it doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying is once you analyze all the metrics of Chris Rock and Will Smith arguing, doing whatever, like, of course, if I said just randomly, it don't make sense. But then when you start putting the context, all the things that go into it, it made perfect sense. It made perfect
slapping
sense.
Chris Rock still doesn't make fucking sense.
That makes perfect sense, man.
No.
Because what I'm saying,
it doesn't make perfect sense. But you tell me why. You tell me why it makes perfect sense.
Okay, so in 2019, Chris Rock had some jokes about
2016.
No, 2019. I'm sorry, 19. 16. He had some jokes. It wasn't 16. Man, the Oscars was 19.
16.
You sure?
2016 Oscar So White.
It wasn't 19.
2016.
Chris Rock had jokes about Jada not coming to the Oscars.
He did.
Whatever. So in between this period of time, Chris Rock has also made a documentary called Black Hair. So we have a person who knows to a very detailed extent how important black hair is to black people. We have a person who has said something about this black woman, about her before in this same setting about the Oscars.
All right.
Do you think that in those 4 years in this time that Will Smith has never ran into Chris Rock or a friend of Chris Rock's?
Of course they ran.
And he hadn't said anything about the situation. He didn't say nothing about it. I'm sure he said something about it.
About a hair?
I'm sure about him
about the
having
jokes?
the joke. Yeah, about the joke.
And that's what I'm saying. So I heard some stuff that came out where they were like, and no one knows, this shit hasn't been like vetted. Nobody knows if it's true or not. But there was a report that came out that said Will told Chris, don't be making no jokes about his wife. Now, I don't know how true it is.
There you go. Okay.
No. I don't know how true it is. No one knows how true it is. You can't. It's literally one tweet, bro. It's one person tweeted the shit, and I don't know if the person is a, valid source or whatever. But in the event, let's just say he did.
Yeah.
If he did, he shouldn't have said the joke.
Yeah.
The funnier part is Chris Rock literally got smacked by Will Smith about a joke he didn't even write. The writers in the back wrote the joke.
Well, let's not say writers in the back. Let's say that
100% Chris Rock didn't write the joke.
He didn't write the joke. What I'm saying is, so now that makes it even more because, like, if I talk to you, like, what I'm saying is, let's not assume he talked to him. Let's assume that in 5 years, we're two high-level comics, high-level. We've seen each other. We've talked.
Yes.
I'm very high profile. you've been high profile. You've talked. I know you have a special coming out. I know you're finna go on the road with Kevin Hart. Everybody knows this. Mm-hmm. Everybody in Hollywood knows this. This has been talked about for the last 2 months. I'm not gonna tell you, bro. Don't shine on me, man. Don't shine on me, man. Don't shine on my wife.
So,
the most important part about the whole thing to me, this is the most important part that I think that nobody's talking about. Why would he talk about her? Of all the people in Hollywood, why would he talk about her? Why would he talk about her?
I think, he's a comedian. They roast people in the audience. I think the fact that last time he was on that stage, he roasted he roasted Jada. Now, everybody in that building knew goddamn well Will Smith was winning that Oscar. So, I truly believe that Chris Rock, being the comedian he is, bro, you are a funny guy.
Yeah, but
but listen to what I'm saying.
Keep going.
If someone tells you, bro, if someone really tell you, hey, bro, I don't like your jokes, man. Don't do that shit. Yo, I know for a fact you have the attitude of, man, this nigga ain't finna tell me what I'm finna say.
Yeah.
And you gonna tell the joke. So I think, because when I heard the joke, when I saw the context, when Chris said that shit, it seemed like he said that shit from he knew there was some tension between them three. Even how he approached the joke. Now, when I said even how he approached the joke, I think he knew it was some smoke. Exactly. I'm Will Smith. I'm not smacking him. I'm not walking on stage and slapping the shit out of him. And Jada fucked up as well. I
don't know about that. No. Do nothing.
I'm gonna tell you on some real shit, bro. Will Smith needs to leave Jada. He needs to divorce Jada, bro. Jada's toxic as fuck. Yes, it is, bro. That. Nah. Because if you, all right, bro. So if you're in a relationship, the man's supposed to protect his woman. His woman also supposed to protect him. She should have seen what was going on. Seen Will about to get up. She should have been like, hey, hold off.
Well, so you saying she know he's gonna smack him?
What's this nigga walking on stage for?
He might get on the stage. Like I'm saying, she might think on stage to kill the joke or just to say he might go on stage and be like, don't do that no more and sit down. You don't know what he gonna do. No. She's supposed
to check him then. And when I say check him, not in a bad way. Yeah, nigga. Nah, she's supposed to be like, hey, you know what? Let that shit slide till we get to the back.
Come on, nah, man.
Why? Come on, now. So you mean to tell me? Not talking about. So you mean to tell me? You, let's say not even you and a female, you and your partner in a spot and some shit going down, and you know your boy hot headed, you know your boy might go left, and you peeping what's going on, and you realizing this ain't the time for this right now. You not finna.
Yeah, that's not.
It's the same. It's the exact same. You mean to tell me that you not finna holler at your boy, hey, tap your boy, hey, stop your boy, like, hey, nah, chill out. This ain't this time right now. You're not gonna do that, or you just gonna let your boy go be a crash dummy.
In real time, though. In real time. And keep it talking about no cap. 20. Hold on. You talking no cap? You talking about 30? You talking about 30 or 40 seconds? That's what you talking about.
I've seen this you do it before, seconds. Bro.
Listen, what I'm saying.
I've seen you peeping the scene, seeing some shit finna go left, and you be like, "Hey, nah, this ain't it." I've seen you do it before, and so they had time to process.
That's what I'm saying.
She had time. She could have been like, "Nah."
I don't think so.
I think
this
so,
is an opinion, I guess.
But I'm saying,
hold up. Question. Why? Like, who is here at this Academy Award? I mean, this Oscars. Who's here?
What you mean? Who's here? Everybody's there.
It's what I'm saying. There's people who have bigger projects out. There are people who have way more salacious things going on, and they like
what does
right
that
now.
Have to do with anything?
If I'm asking you, it has everything. So why did you pick Jada to talk to? Why did you pick a joke about Jada? Why would you even talk about?
He clearly joked about Jada because A, he knew Will was getting an award. B, it seemed like that was right in front of him. C, he probably already knew that like I said, they probably already had the smoke from earlier. He didn't get smacked off of that one joke. He did that shit on purpose. He's a fucking comedian, bro. You know how comedians are. He's a fucking comedian.
Yeah,
bro.
but he got what he asked for. Then the way you painting it.
So I'm
the
not.
way you painting it, he got what he asked for.
Oh, you're not here. I'm not saying that Will shouldn't have slapped the shit out of him. I am saying that Will probably shouldn't have slapped the shit out of him on stage at the Oscars. If I was Will,
why not?
What you mean? Why not? Is that really what you should do?
Why not? Well, what? Tell me how Tell me how Will Smith gonna be hurt, or what's gonna do to Will Smith brand if he smacked Chris Rock for talking about his wife? Tell me, you explain to me how Will Smith brand is gonna diminish.
I mean, they could have took his Oscar from him, bro. To be honest with you, they could have. What you mean? So, bro, if you ever listen to if you've ever listened to Will Smith and his plight of his career and what he wanted, this is the one thing that he wanted to accomplish. Like for him, this is his Super Bowl, bro. So
he won it. So if they take it from him, but he already won it though. You think he goes? They
100%. They 100% can go back and retroactively take that shit from him.
Okay, so what? I already won it, bro. I don't care.
So you really believe you being the mature person you are. You really believe
being 100% sure.
You really believe that he 100% was justified and it was cool for him to walk on stage and slap the man.
I'm saying this. What I'm saying is this.
Because that's what we're arguing. Hold on, talking about. That's what we're arguing. We're not. What I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. We're not in disagreement of the outcome. I'm 100% in agreement with the outcome. What I'm saying is, it's a time and place.
I don't know about that though. I don't know.
Nah, it's a time and place, bro.
I'm not sure.
What you mean it's time and place, bro?
It's a time and place for you to like. So you telling me that really, and that's what I'm saying. That's what comedians do, bro. I'm gonna tell you what comedians do. Professional, class clowns, all that. What they do. Some of them do. They hide behind the guys to be like, oh, this ain't the place. So I can be slightly inappropriate because this other person is gonna follow the rules of etiquette. I don't have to, but I'm gonna use this rules of etiquette as my buffer. This is literally what happens every day in the hood, every single day. Every day. So what I'm saying is I do something, whether it was I get caught stealing or I do something that's not the right thing. The authorities come. Now, in my wrongness, I'm not apologetic. I'm not, subdued. I'm aggressive in my wrongness. So now I'm using the fact that you're a police officer, like, well, you got to act a certain way. I can do whatever I want to. I can talk however I want to, but you're a police officer. And then when it gets to the point where the officer's like, man, look, we going through these procedures and doing this kind of stuff, but they shooting at us, or they doing this, or they doing that. And then when the officers use different tactics, now it's like the police got control. But
that's not the same, bro. I'm really not finna let you compare Will Smith slapping somebody on stage to police officers and some brutality, bro. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, bro.
So what can you compare it to? What Chris Rock was doing was using the stage and using his comedic.
But he's a fucking comedian, though, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Though.
So let me ask you a question. You a question. So now, if a comedian is on the stage telling jokes, all right, you go to a comedy show.
Yeah.
You and your lady friend go to a comedy show. You pay for your tickets. You go sit front row.
Yeah.
You know what you're signing up for. You're signing up to go front row at a comedy show. Yeah. And you may or may not be a part of the comedian's bit.
Okay, right? Understood.
If he say some shit you don't like, you gonna get up and smack the shit out of him?
It's a difference between saying something I don't like and attacking my wife, who like if you don't know, that's your fault because you are on this large stage. That's part of your job too. Part of your job is to know I can't talk about that person. That person has a disease. I can't talk about that person.
Okay,
that person's mama just died.
Piece. He didn't know.
You know what I'm saying?
But he didn't know.
That's his fault.
But how is he supposed to know?
But watch this, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is why he loses all validity with me, bro. You did a documentary so intense and so precise. You actually went over to India to see how weave was made. You understand what hair means to black women. There's no way he can't duck or dodge that at all. You know what hair means to black women. You have a black daughter who influenced you to do this. So you know how influential and how important and how psychologically damaging just hair is to black women.
I feel like this.
Now, when you turn around and say something about black about her hair,
this whole bit you're giving me, bro, you don't have to give me the bit. I understand. I agree with you. I agree with everything you're saying and everything you're feeling. I'm just saying, and I ain't even mad that Will smacked the nigga on stage. To be honest with you, I don't really give a fuck. Yeah. I'm just saying, maybe he should have did that shit backstage.
I'm saying that there are certain times when the etiquette that you don't always have to grace somebody with etiquette all the time. Like that's the whole conversation. Really,
but don't you preach about being the bigger person anyway? Don't you preach about ego getting in the way? It was some ego. It was 100% ego. The fact now, look, if he would have smacked that nigga backstage, I wouldn't give a shit. I thought all of it was hilarious. By the way, even when he slapped him on stage, I thought it was hilarious. It made for good TV. But what I'm saying is, if I would have found out later on that night, Will Smith smacked this nigga backstage for saying some foul shit about his wife and her alopecia, I would have been like, what's that nigga get? You know what I'm saying? I just. Bro, it's so many moments got ruined. Questlove getting the Oscar for the.
But that happened earlier, bro.
That's the Questlove.
That happened
shit.
Earlier.
But can I finish?
Questlove I watched it live, bro. Questlove got his award before that.
But can I finish?
Go ahead. I'm just, but no, because you said moments got ruined, and that moment already happened.
No, it didn't. But literally,
okay, keep going.
Literally, the Oscar he was about to present was for Questlove. That's why 100%. The Oscar that Chris Rock was about to present was for Questlove. Because after he got smacked, I think the nigga still was seeing stars, and he couldn't even get out exactly what the fuck he was trying to present. Questlove got up there, cried his eyes out because of the doctor he did in memory of his dead father, and nobody in the audience really gave him his time because they were still in shock that Will Smith had just smacked the shit out of Chris Rock, bro. You know what I'm saying? 100% that's what he was about to present. This nigga couldn't even get documentary out because he still was seeing fucking stars and was in shock. You know how like when a nigga hit you in the mouth and you taste metal, it's probably your own blood a little bit. Like he probably knocked the molar loose, bro.
Are you sure that's someone? Are you 100% sure?
1,000%. 1,010%.
I ain't gonna even look it up.
Look it up. Please do look it up.
No, I'm gonna listen to that, man.
1,000%. No, look it up. Fact check it, please. 1,000%. Chris Rock was about to give Questlove his Oscar. He couldn't even get documentary out, bro. Couldn't even get it out. Summer of Soul. Couldn't even get it out, bro. Questlove up there crying his eyes out, bro. My parents should have been able to take me to see this in Harlem. He said some shit like that or something. And niggas was in shock because Chris Rock had got the shit slapped out of him. They couldn't even enjoy Questlove. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know if the afro was glowing to Soul Glow. You know what I'm talking about? But
it was Questlove, you're right.
Yeah. But the funniest thing about all of it is when they cut to commercial and you see the behind the scenes footage, nobody was consoling Chris Rock. Samuel L. Jackson dapped up Will Smith like, damn, I've been wanting to slap the shit out this nigga for years.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
50 Cent goes, if it was 50 Cent who slapped the shit out of him, bro, it'll be like, you know, the world would be up in arms right now.
To me, it's more like I said, people purposely use etiquette as the barrier to say, okay.
But you do it. Like you should know because you do it. No, you've done it.
No, I don't, bro. Because if a nigga run up on me, bro, I'm not gonna run from him. I'm not like.
Well, Chris Rock ain't run though.
Chris Rock did what he's supposed to do. Look. Chris Rock did what Chris Rock was gonna do. Chris Rock was not gonna fight Will back. Chris Rock didn't have intentions of being violent with Rick. With Will.
Let me ask you a question.
Chris Rock got to get jokes off and be like, "I made fun of you. I'm just a comedian." But there's a point to some. But I'm saying there's a point where, like, bro, you can't say this one thing. You can't be over here talking about how you understand how black women had this issue and then back on the other side and make fun of black women's hair. Like, even if you're making a joke, bro, making a joke, that why you pick her of everybody in the audience? It's other black people in the. It's other
why
he
picked her, bro.
He picked her because he has some issue with her. So that's what I'm saying. So you saying that I can use my platform to get one off on your wife. And I'm supposed to sit there and take it?
I'm saying that
And we already talked about this too. Me and you talked about this before. Not you and me, but me and Chris Rock.
We don't know if they talked about it. No one knows.
Okay, so why are you so mad then?
Who?
So if we gonna be conspiracy theorists, we gotta be on both sides.
Why is Will so mad?
That I got that.
Let's get to it. I'm ready.
Why is Will so mad?
So you want to know my real true feelings about it?
Okay, go on.
Chris Rock did not get slapped for that joke. That joke and that slap, it wasn't for Chris Rock.
Okay, keep going.
Will Smith.
I've heard this theory before.
I think it's in your words, it's layered. Will Smith has been the butt of the internet's jokes for so long. The entanglement shit, Jada kind of, you know what I'm saying, embarrassed that nigga with that. The Tupac shit, she embarrassed him with that. This nigga had a whole run about a book, killing his ego, talking about he throw up every time he had sex. Internet ran with that. I think the internet tried him so many times. I think Will Smith and Jada Pinkett went to the Oscars knowing Chris Rock was the host.
He wasn't the host.
Whatever he was. He was
a presenter,
whatever
bro.
he was there for. Whatever he was there for, they were ready for the smoke. Then if he's not the host, it's worse. Because if he's just a presenter, the time he's on stage, he got jokes for your wife, and that nigga got up. Because Will Smith laughed at the joke at first, regardless whether he thought she was funny or he just was laughing because that's what Hollywood niggas do. And he saw his wife roll her eyes. I feel like she rolled her eyes and was also like, oh, you gonna let that nigga say that shit? And so he got up out of his chair, bro, and had to defend his wife's honor, bro. And Chris Rock felt the slap of every internet nigga he couldn't slap get hit with. Honestly, I think Will Smith dealing with some trauma, bro. Homie just looked tired of the bullshit. He needs to divorce Jada, bro. Jada is like Jada is so toxic, bro. Jada is like
I'm not gonna let nobody toxic. I don't know her.
Jada's
like
toxic as fuck, bro.
I mean, that's how you feel.
Jada
you know
Pinkett Smith is toxic as fuck, bro.
That's just the internet talking to me.
No, it's not the internet talking to me. But see, the difference the difference between me and you is I've been married for 15 years, bro. I know what a toxic female looks like and a non-toxic female looks like. Jada Pinkett is toxic as fuck. Any female who was finna get here and still profess they love for this dead nigga that's been dead and you only relevant because you with me, bitch, you gotta go. Straight up.
That's how you feel about it.
That is how I feel. It's only how it's my feelings about it.
But what I'm saying is, if you can say that Will can harbor these feelings, and he can harbor these feelings about these things in the past, and it can urge him up, then how come Chris Rock? So you saying Will can have that in him, but Chris Rock can't? Because there's no way that's what I'm saying. So if you telling me that Will is remembering things from 3 years ago and 5 years ago and 2 years ago, then Chris Rock is definitely knowing in his brain, like, man. He sat here and literally is like, man, he broke down why black women are so special about their hair.
Fuck
like
that, I'm off Chris Rock, bro. I'm off that shit. Chris Rock.
No.
Because what I'm saying is this. I'm off that shit because Chris Rock is a comedian. Chris Rock did what
it don't matter. It don't matter, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Chris Rock is a comedian, bro. He did what he's supposed to do. He tells fucking jokes, bro. And if he got an issue with something, listen to what I'm saying. If he has an issue with somebody, he did what every other comedian is gonna do. They got an issue with a nigga, they gonna ha funny man. Everything's a joke to them. Everything ain't funny, but it's a joke to them. And so he went too far with the jokes. And going too far with the jokes, the atmosphere, everything was right for him to get the shit slapped out of him on the stage of the Oscars.
That's what I'm saying.
And I have no issue with it. All I'm saying is,
listen to what I'm saying though. If he went too far with the jokes, bro, like that's why there's no, like I can't blame Will, or I can't say that Will was out of line, because I'm like, what Chris Rock was doing is called bullying, bro. He's using his stage.
I think that's what you're not understanding. I never said he was out of line. All I simply said was, I wish you wouldn't have slapped him on stage. I don't give a shit that he slapped him on stage, by the way. I think his shit was funny. I don't care. I really feel like a disrespectful tongue needs to have a disrespectful ass whooping. And that's the problem with these funny niggas who always think shit a joke, niggas who don't want to take people serious, niggas who don't understand when they need to shut the fuck up, is that when a nigga is in arm's reach of them or some shit ain't funny no more. And so, yeah, he got what he deserved, bro.
But what I'm saying is, see, it's two different ways to look at it, or to me. What I'm saying is, it's one thing to have a joke. If I'm a comedian telling jokes, it's cool, right? But what I'm saying is, when you use your, like, in that instance right there, Chris Rock used the stage, or he tried to use the stage as a barrier. Because even you were saying he should have did it backstage. He should have went. He should have waited.
I would have.
You might have. No, come on. That's what I'm saying. How's everybody always so everybody's etiquette is so in line? Like everybody's like, oh, I would have done. Like, nah, man, we all imperfect humans, dog. And somebody push your button, it's on site.
I simply said I would have waited. I probably would have sat there and processed.
You think you would have waited? You think you would have waited?
I'm pretty sure.
But if
there have been times, and that's what I'm saying. Like there have been times in professional settings where I haven't slapped the shit out of somebody and I really wanted to. And there's been other times in professional settings where I've cussed people out at the spur of the moment and realized that wasn't the thing to do. So a mature 41-year-old Aaron understands I really can't get up here and slap this nigga on the stage. So I would assume, as mature as Will Smith is at 50, he probably knew I probably shouldn't go slap this man on stage because and I know he knew that because he regretted it right after he did it.
I think that, but I think that also that a person's character and a person's character dictates what they should, shouldn't, can't, or get away. Like you everything I'm saying, you've already confirmed what I'm saying. If 50 Cent did the same thing under the same circumstances, it'd have been over his career. It'd have been all kind of, man, no.
It wouldn't have been over, but so the other, because that's what you expect. It's 50 Cent. You would expect him to do some crazy shit like that, and everybody at that point would say, man, 50 the bully. Why the fuck he go bully Chris Rock? And you know what? I do think the opinion is split 50-50 between people. There are some people that feel like he only did that shit because that was Chris Rock. If that was D-Rock or if that was somebody else, he wouldn't have went up there and slapped him. And I don't believe that's the
dumbest opinion. I think that's the dumbest opinion. No. You said
that's not the dumbest opinion
of all time.
No. It's not the dumbest. I do think, however, that this had nothing to do with Chris Rock, his stature, any of that. I just think the man spazzed out. I think he spazzed out and was like, oh shit, I got to do something, and went up there and slapped the shit out of the man.
Like when people say, like how you going to pretend, like how you know what's in somebody, like this is assumption that
Well, time out. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Would you have slapped the man on stage?
If he pushed the right button, yeah.
I don't believe that.
If he pushed the right button, bro, I don't care. Like I don't. You do care, and that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that you. I'm also not 350 million strong too. Also,
I don't believe that you.
If I'm 350 strong, I don't
believe that you would have got up there in your right mind and slapped that man.
I'm telling you, if I'm 350 million strong and this dude is disrespecting me and he pushed the right button, like what I care about? What am I caring about?
So
bro?
How much is in your bank account is going to determine your character and what you're going to do?
Hell yeah.
So your character is dictated by your bank account.
Hell yeah, sometimes yeah.
So that means that so depending on what you don't make
decisions based on your bank account sometimes.
What do you mean? Like in the store when I buy shit, yes. Morally, no.
No, no. Like
I don't make moral decisions based on my bank account.
Man, like Miss Anae said, I got bail money, bro. If you got bail money, if you'll do a class C, man. If you feel like your respect is that important to you,
I mean, I do that shit now. I got bail money now. If I want to slap the shit out of somebody because I feel like they did some foul shit, I do that shit now. My bank account isn't determining my moral standards though.
It definitely is. To me, what I'm saying is,
you're a fuck boy if your bank account determines your moral standards, because that means that no one knows what you will or won't do for money. If you're letting money dictate your moral standards,
yeah,
no, money doesn't dictate me. Money doesn't dictate what I do morally.
I'm saying this: if I have a situation that I put in that I see. This is a $40,000 issue, maybe $1 million issue. I ain't got $1 million. So the way that I react and move is going to be different than if this is a $20 issue I'm not saying I'm going to go in there and be wild and just don't give a damn. But I'm not gonna take shit from $20. I'm not gonna take no shit from a $20 situation. My bank account, like, bro, I'm worth more. I've done more to have to worry. But no, I'm not.
Honestly, the more money you have in your bank account, you probably should think about what you're doing more.
That's what I'm saying.
So instead of you, so if I have,
exactly what I'm saying. To be honest
with you, if I'm 350 mil strong, I really got to check myself before I do shit. Because
for what?
Because there are people out there who are literally waiting for me to do the Vlad TVs of the world are literally out there trying to push my button so I can smack them, and then they can sue me, and I got to pay them a couple mil.
But so you think so? And once this goes back to the thinking about wealth and what we talked about earlier, I'm like, bro, you think if I'm 350 strong, I care about giving you $1 million? That's gonna bother me?
I care about niggas trolling me, getting paid off me because I can't handle my emotions.
Yeah, you care about it, but I'm saying, once again, this is not you, but you're saying some shit about the internet and about how the social construct that you're talking about has less and less to do with the actual subject and all the things around the subject.
You're
talking about biggest trolling. You're talking about
Rick Ross smacked the shit out of Vlad, right?
Yeah.
How much you had to pay Vlad?
Rick Ross beat Vlad up.
How much you had to pay Vlad?
I think it was like $350,000.
All right. Did it change how Vlad moves?
Yes.
Is Vlad still doing the same bullshit?
But Vlad got security now everywhere.
But is he still doing the same bullshit?
Somewhat, yeah.
So what point did I make?
I made the point
outside of my
Vlad ain't talking about Rick Ross no more.
Outside of my pockets being a little lighter. And you know what? If Vlad, it don't matter. If
talking about Rick Ross.
If Vlad talked about Rick Ross every day, what the fuck does that really do to Rick Ross?
No ifs. Have you heard Rick Ross on Vlad? Have you heard Vlad refer to Rick Ross?
But can I ask you a question?
Exactly.
But can I ask you a question?
What?
If Vlad talks about Ross every day, what does that really? I'm asking you, Bug. Stop with the semantics. I'm asking you a question.
No, you with semantics, bro. I'm asking you a legitimate question, and you don't want to answer it because you know the answer. Because you've got on this platform and you've actually talked about the shit we're talking about right now. How you like, man, niggas' egos, this, that, and the third. Why does it matter, bro? Like on some real shit, bro. If I'm rapper A-Dub and Vlad TV talks about rapper A-Dub every day of his fucking life, bro. How does that really truly affect me? It does not. Matter of fact, the fact that Vlad is talking about me on a daily basis, that might be 10,000 people who didn't know who the fuck I was last week, and they're like, oh shit, Vlad talking about this dude really can rap. Literally 5 minutes ago, you just said that you gonna care about people trolling you on the internet, but then you turn around and said, why does it matter that Vlad's out? You said that.
What did I say?
You just said.
What did I say?
You said people are going to be laughing at me on the internet, trolling me. You said that.
I didn't say that.
What'd you say about trolling? What'd you say?
I didn't say anything about trolling.
What? Yeah, you said, bro. You just said it, bro.
I didn't say anything about trolling. What are you talking about?
You did. You said.
In reference, what did I say? No, in reference. Tell me what I said.
In reference, you said you gonna care about niggas on the internet trolling me about I can't control my emotions. That's exactly what you said.
That is not what I said.
Okay, we'll play it back. But that's exactly a word for word what you said. I'm gonna care about niggas trolling me on the internet because I can't control my emotions. That's what you said. And I said, wow. And that's why I said when I said the social construct that we in, that the internet make people believe that, bro. So yeah, that's important, bro. Like,
say it one more time because I know that's not what I said.
Bro, that's what you said, bro.
Say what I said.
You said, and maybe you weren't referring to yourself, but you said
definitely was
that
not.
You would care. You said that you would care about niggas on the internet trolling me because I can't control my emotions.
No, that is not what I said. So what I said was,
okay, what'd you say?
What I said was, if I had money, that's more of a reason for me to control my emotions because now I would have every nigga on the internet trolling me, trying to get me to do something, and then I would have to pay them. So when I said that internet thing as a troll, I'm saying that because now, all right, if it happens once, boom, I smacked this nigga, I paid this nigga $1 million because I got sued. I found out everybody coming out the woodwork trying to try me so I can slap them because they see I can't keep my emotions in check, and now I'm paying checks to people because I don't know how to handle my emotions. That's what I said. I didn't say anything about I would care about people trolling me on the internet. I never said that.
Okay. So in that vein, what I'm saying is that what what's happened to our society is that the internet and people like Vlad who just say your name 1,000 times, there are more people who've never met you before. There's no people who don't know you, or people who listen to Vlad and he's putting out a narrative about this, about me. So you have changed. So you effectively have changed how people view me, just because like you, for instance, you'll say something randomly. You'll say, I like pickles. I like pickles. I like pickles. You'll keep saying it every day. I like pickles. I like pickles. I can't stand pickles, but you keep saying it. You keep saying it. You make it a joke. I like pickles. You're like, man, you want to pick. So to the point where somebody that's listening in and like, man, you like pickles for real, don't you? You just like, because they don't know me.
But
and
that's crazy. But that happens with celebrities on a daily basis. All these vlogs, TMZ, all this shit. That's why Cardi just sued old girl, because Cardi was like, tell the truth.
Exactly.
I ain't got X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
But it's gonna happen, bro.
Exactly.
What's that boy name? Chink Smooth or whatever. He has an opinion about everything every day that happens.
Okay.
Adam No Jumper, bro. All of these people, like, that's what these influencers are doing. It doesn't. I
agree.
Me being a celebrity, that's somewhat what you signed up for.
It's not. But
yes, it is, because you're in the limelight now. So no matter what you do,
so that means
that's why you have paparazzi hiding out in bushes, trying to take pictures of people in their backyards and on their yachts and making up their own narrative, because that's what they do. Because they're so intrigued.
And you're okay with that?
They're so intrigued with the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
That's what it is. Or it's taking advantage of it. It's taking advantage of it, using that. That's what I'm talking about, bullying, bro. Using your platform. Oh, I'm a paparazzi. No, I ain't harassing you. I'm a paparazzi. Oh, no. I ain't harassing you. I'm a blogger. I'm not harassing you.
If Brad Pitt go on Rodeo Drive, as soon as he stepped one toe out of Versace, what's happening?
People gonna be there. It depends though.
I'm saying, what's gonna happen though?
It depends though.
50 Cent walk through the gallery right now. What's gonna happen?
He might have he probably will have people following him. But what I'm saying is, you got a bunch of stars who dress down and don't, like, you can move around as a star if you want to. But it's like you said, like, some of them are okay with it, and some of them like, okay, I'm okay with it, but now I'm with my kids right now. It don't matter if you're okay or you're not, bro. It's not a place on this earth like Jay-Z and Beyonce can go, right? Can we agree? Once again, like, what
I'm asking,
but that's not.
But
that's
I'm asking.
Yes, it is, bro. All
right, so what I'm saying is, but
you're okay. No, but you're okay with it, bro.
Who's saying I'm okay? You're putting words in my mouth.
Because you keep condoning it.
I haven't condoned anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, then when I'm saying that this what you're saying is not normal, bro. Everything you're saying is not okay, not normal.
I didn't validate anything. Like, what are you talking about?
You keep giving me examples. You keep giving me examples of how this is that and other. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true.
So what does that mean?
Because
I give you an example of something, that means I condone it?
No, I'm saying but what I'm saying is, now when you give me an example, I'm saying, well, that example you giving me is the psychosis, bro. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying that the answer, everything you're telling me is an example of psychosis. And I'm saying the psychosis is wrong, bro. That's not how people operate. That's not how we're supposed to operate. And you're like, we signed up for it.
No, you
didn't, bro. You didn't sign up for that, man.
Let me ask you a question.
You didn't.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did LeBron James sign up for your ridicule every time you ask something for him?
No.
So okay, all right. What gives you?
And I don't have
time out.
I don't have
listen.
Going, yeah.
What gives you the right to give your opinion about LeBron James?
Because I play basketball, and he plays basketball.
But all of your takes about LeBron James have nothing to do with basketball. And even if they did, what gives you the right to get on a platform and say these things about him? They might not be true.
Yeah. What gives me the right is, well, one, I think I'm responsible when I talk about him, and when I say things.
No, it doesn't matter what you can think you're responsible, but to LeBron, it could be some bullshit and a lie.
Okay, well then that's when competition. That's when you have. And what I'm saying is,
answer that question.
Hold on, let me finish.
But I want you to answer that question for me though, because answer that question.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish. Let me answer how. Yes, but let me answer how I want to answer.
Are you going to answer the question?
I'm going to answer the question.
So you remember that last time when I
dictate the way.
See, what I'm saying. There was a time where I tried to answer the question the way I wanted to answer it, and you told me that's not how conversations go. You told me that you asked me a leading question because you were trying trying to get to something, and I didn't answer the question the way you wanted me to answer it, and that messed up the conversation.
That's not true at all. Keep going.
That is 100% what you said. But go ahead though.
Okay,
answer
so
your question.
What I'm saying is that me not knowing LeBron James and having a conversation or having an opinion about moves he makes that are publicized moves by him is one thing. Me and you knowing each other or having some kind of relationship, and I'm telling you, or him, bro. Don't talk about my wife, man. You know that. Cause you know that because you're a divorcee, bro. You've been married before. You have all this hit. You know about Black Hat. It's too many checkpoints on Chris Rock for him to do what he did. There's too many checkpoints telling him he knew better to do that. But once again, he felt like, I'm a comedian. I'm protected by the stage. I can do this. And this is what happens with paparazzi. This is what happens with everything you're talking about. I'm not saying that you're okay with it, but I'm saying that if you're not prefacing your sentence by saying, we've gotten this crazy, then I don't understand what you're saying, because everything you're saying is the psychosis that, oh, he can't go to the store, but he signed up for that. No, he didn't, bro. Nobody signs up for that, man. You don't sign up for that. You sign up you understand that you might be in positions where you might have to be filmed, but you're not thinking, my kid can't go I can't go to my kid's game. You're not thinking I can't go to my car. You're not thinking they're going to be outside of my bushes, because that's abnormal, bro.
Once you hit a certain status, and I'm not disagreeing, but once you hit a certain status of celebrity in this world, it's just shit you can't do anymore, and you know that. Furthermore, why do we know who Elon Musk is? Elon Musk is a different story, though.
No, but I ask you why we know who he is, though.
Because he always puts himself in front of cameras.
Okay. Are there people as rich or richer than him?
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they purposely put themselves in front of cameras on purpose to be. They have started this trend of rock star billionaire businessmen. We didn't see the Bill Gates and the Steve Jobs like that. Like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, they could low key move around, and some people knew who they were, but they can kind of move around undetected. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos purposely live their lives like rock stars. So they're not.
I agree.
They signed up for it and they love it.
Okay, so you don't think there are people who become famous, or like a Jimmy Butler? Jimmy Butler can go into any mall in Houston and not get mobbed. Why?
But I think some of it also is how you move. So the Smiths actually, if we're rotating back to them, they turned into, at one point, they made themselves kind of like the opposite Kardashians in the same vein, where they wanted to say we are the positive role models, or we do Kardashian type shit positively. Like let's not act like they didn't purposely rebrand and put themselves out there.
Okay, so that's even more ammunition to put in my gun to say that Chris Rock knew better.
If I live my life out in front of the camera like that on purpose, it's one thing if I'm what's homie to play John Wick, bro? What's this man's name?
Keanu Reeves, bro. Keanu
Reeves is not an attention whore. And he's not an attention whore. Like Keanu Reeves is Keanu Reeves, bro. Like he plays in his movies. You know what I'm saying? You see him out and about. You know, he ain't doing I want to be a star type shit. He's really like an emu child. The Smiths, they 100% are attention whores. Like
that's more ammunition to say. That's more ammunition to say. Like, then why would you make that joke about that person?
It's not more ammunition, bro. It is. It's not, bro. It's a joke.
I'm saying. So you telling me you know they're attention whores. You know what their brand is. You know their brand and positivity. Why would you put? We don't
have this energy for Chris Rock when he has Kardashian jokes. We don't have this energy for DL when he and it wasn't even a joke. He gave his take on Kanye, which had validity to it. We ain't saying that shit about DL.
Because DL is not, first off, neither one, he's not the Oscars. One, two,
he did it on his own platforms and on Vlad.
On his own personal platform. Yeah, that's his personal platform. So if you talk about somebody else,
he did it on Vlad.
Yeah. Okay. But what I'm saying is, so we do have to enter DL, because like DL you are inserting yourself into the fray because you want some of that limelight.
I don't think that's
is,
what it
bro.
is. I think DL,
It gotta be.
I think DL, it don't gotta be. I think DL saw truth and spoke on that shit, bro. And he wasn't lying when he spoke on it.
Check this out.
Now the fact he told truth.
But once again, how many celebrities in this world? What was DL take on Britney Spears?
What
was
did Britney Spears do wrong? And why is Britney Spears
wrong.
Britney Spears
She
brought up though?
She
And
got
that's what I don't understand.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
That's what I don't understand about you.
I'm going to tell you.
If we're talking about if we're talking about one subject, and we're so we said
a question.
No. If we said shit, DL spoke up about some shit he saw Kanye doing, it was fucked up. Why the fuck are you bringing Britney Spears up?
Because I'm asking you. But he didn't talk about Britney Spears and her conservatorship, which is way bigger news.
But that in his community.
Okay, he ain't talking.
It ain't bigger news than Kanye. It ain't bigger news than Kanye.
Hollywood. What you mean?
He's talking about someone who was a part of his community, bro. He's talking about Kanye and his actions and what he think Kanye should stop doing, bro. Why the fuck is Britney Spears coming up?
Once again, like I said, Britney Spears' stories was on the New York Post front page.
Nigga, Kanye's story is everywhere. And what is the fuck? And what does DL speaking up on? Hey man, Kanye, stop doing this because it's stalking. However you feel about it, you might disagree, and that's cool. But what I'm saying is, if that's what he feels like he wants to bring up, why are you bringing up Britney Spears?
I'm bringing that up. I'm now making the point to say he chose to talk about this person because this person's on fire. If Kanye has always been this, like Kanye not doing nothing that Kanye ain't been doing.
Let me ask you a question.
Kanye,
you do know Vlad asked him about it, right?
Yeah, he could have said, I don't talk about that brother, man. He could have said that, but he didn't want to. He wanted to put himself in the mix.
Did he say something negative about it? And did he say something wrong? I'm asking. Did he say something negative and did he say something wrong?
It depends on what you ask.
I'm asking you, nigga. Do you think he said something wrong and negative?
I think it's his opinion. I'm
but
not
do you think it's wrong or negative? Because if you have,
tell you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because if you feel that strongly about it to bring up Britney Spears, which he did report on Britney Spears as well, because he has a daily radio show, sir. So he reported on Britney Spears as well when she was going through the conservativeship type shit.
You heard it?
Yes, nigga. I follow DL. DL got something to say about everything, bro.
And what did he say?
Come on, bro. That was months ago. I don't know exactly what he said word for word. But what I'm saying I follow DL Hughley on the daily. This nigga got something to say about everything all fucking day, to the point where I'm like, damn, DL, you got an opinion about everything? But it's his fucking job because he's in media. Same thing as Joe Budden. Joe Budden commented on the Britney Spears conservatory. He, whatever you call the shit, he's commented on Kanye West and the shit he doing. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have commentary on this Will Smith shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Shannon Sharp had commentary on it as well. Shannon Sharp said if I was Chris Rock, shit, I would have beat that nigga ass. So everybody got a comment and commentary on shit.
But you're talking about commentary versus like having a commentary on something is one thing. You ask me what gives me the right to comment on LeBron James, and I said, well, if a person puts an idealism or something out there, and who is he putting out to? Who would that person putting out? Are they putting out to nobody or everybody?
So I don't understand if that's the case. Why is what Chris Rock did so egregious to you?
Because what I'm saying, if I keep saying it, because I feel like he was using the stage as his buffer. Like there are so many reasons why. There's so many reasons why not anybody in the world else but Chris Tucker should have known better. Not nobody else in the world but him, because there's too many caveats to what he's doing. Like
someone can say if nobody else in the world knows but you about criticizing the basketball player on your platform, you should know better. Somebody can say the same thing about you.
What you mean? But I don't criticize LeBron James.
Yes, you have.
I criticize the stuff
you criticize him, his game. He's not a real superstar because he doesn't have a move. What's his signature move?
Okay, how you criticize? That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's not fact.
That's
bro.
a fact,
that
right?
100%
okay, what's his move then? What's his move?
He has moves.
What is his move?
Do you know everyone's signature move? What's Steph Curry's signature
what's
move?
His move? The step back three. What are you talking about? The crossover three. He's known for shooting. What's LeBron known for?
LeBron has the signature that pump fake, step back, shoot the three bullshit.
So once again, see what I'm saying?
What are you saying? No one knows what you're saying. You're just laughing.
I'm laughing because you're talking about.
I gave you a signature. I told you the signature move.
So LeBron James' signature move is him looking at the ball, stepping back, shooting. That's the signature move.
You have ridicule because you don't like the signature move, but it's
I asked your question.
Move.
That's what you think.
I asked the question 3 fucking times. Yes, that's the signature move.
I don't believe. No, that's not.
Oh, so you don't believe it? So you don't believe it, right?
So okay. Hold on.
No. You don't believe that's the signature
facts.
move?
Let's talk. Let's talk
what
facts.
Is his signature?
Hold on.
move?
No. Let's talk facts. Let's talk. He don't have one. Move? He don't have one.
How do you know?
That's why I keep telling you.
How do you know?
Because he wanted to use it. When does he use it?
He uses it all
You
the
should
time.
know it. What is it?
I just told you for the 4th time.
Once again, a signature move is a move that you use to score points or to whatever you do.
All right, let me ask you a question. Stop right there. Stop right there. There. Does he or does he not use that move to score points? It's yes or no.
In crunch time,
it's
no.
Yes or no.
Man, you just because
I'm not just talking because now you said no. I'm not just talking. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you said what's the signature move? I told you in my opinion. So then you told me no, that's wrong. And then you said let's speak facts. And then you says a signature move is when you use a move to score points. I said great. Does he not use that move to score points? Then you said but does he do it in crunch time? So you keep adding a caveat to it. You asked me does he have a signature move? You asked me does he have a signature move? I told you, yes, he does. Matter of fact, you can go look at LeBron. Listen, you can go look at LeBron James highlights, and you're gonna see him gorilla dunking on people or doing that stupid ass. I look at the ball, step back 3-pointer that I don't understand how anybody in the league falls for it, but they do. Now, when I said going to the rack, gorilla dunking on people, you told me that wasn't a signature move.
That's a move.
You told me it wasn't.
I'm asking you. That's you know what signature means, right?
I know what signature means, right? I know what signature means.
Okay, so you telling me that's something LeBron does.
Stop with the cap. Tell me LeBron's signature move.
He don't have one, bro. He does not have one.
So give me an example of someone with a signature move.
Akeem Olajuwon dream shake, Kyrie Irving crossover, Allen Iverson crossover.
How can a crossover be a signature move when it's a basketball play?
Because of the way you do it.
So how come LeBron James dunk can't be a signature move?
Because he does it the same way.
Does he not have a go-to cockback dunk?
No, not what you mean. No.
In the break, LeBron James doesn't have that signature. I drive to the rim, I cock back and dunk. He don't have that signature move.
That's a wide open layup, bro. How's that signature move?
I'm just asking you a question.
I would say no, bro, because that's the style.
The Kyrie crossover can happen in open court, bro.
On a player, right? He's not just crossing over nobody,
bro.
It does. That's what it does.
No, it doesn't.
So that matters.
No, it doesn't.
You're telling me
matter,
a fast break dunk.
Now we're arguing semantics because
that's not semantics, bro. You talking about a fast break dunk compared to a crossover.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why?
Keep going.
Because when I told you the bull, we all have the bullshit. I look at the ball, step back. You told me that couldn't be a signature move. I said, okay, I'll ride.
I said that's not because that's
listen.
Keep going, man. Keep going, bro. Just talking.
You know what? What's your next topic, bro?
Man, you just literally trying to make an argument or trying to make a conversation go. I'm like, bro, you literally just said a crossover in open court. Like you just making up scenarios to make sense, man. Like, no, bro. Like I asked you his move. You said monkey dunk. Like nobody else in the league monkey dunks. You said the step back 3. I'm just like, yeah, he does that, but he's not doing that when they down by 2. He's not doing that in the crunch time. To a signature move is something like when somebody's holding you.
What's Giannis' signature
you gotta
move?
Go to.
What's Giannis' signature move?
The Euro. The Euro dunk or the Euro layup. Yeah. Gotcha. When it's crunch time and when it's crunch time and it's tight, he'll pull off a move. That's a good move.
What does LeBron do in crunch time?
Man, it depends.
And I'm asking you because you are the NBA expert, and I clearly don't know anything about basketball. So I'm asking you. I'm saying LeBron no. Answer the question. What does LeBron do in crunch time?
I'm going to tell you. LeBron is great because of his all aroundness. But in crunch time, man, you can't say like you telling me if you down by 2 LeBron is the guy who went with the ball in his hand more times than other superstars.
I'm glad you didn't answer the question and you moved to a different topic. I simply asked you what.
No.
You're asking.
I don't know what he gonna do.
You're asking me. I asked you a legit question. We have examples.
What does LeBron do in crunch time?
Damn, can I finish?
Yes.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Oh, go ahead.
I asked you a legit question. Since every time I give you something, it's cap and it's not true. So I said, great. I asked you what did Giannis do in crunch time. You told me. And then I said, well, what does LeBron do in crunch time? And instead of you telling me what he does in crunch time, you said, is LeBron a person you want to have the ball in his hands when you're 2 points down?
That's not all I said. That's what I say. What's all I said?
And then you said you start talking about
no. Before I said LeBron greatness is he's all around. I said now I'm going to ask you crunch time. What you mean? Down by 2, down by 3?
Down by 2. Crunch time. I don't care if I'm down by 2 or 3. I just asked you.
Okay.
What does he do? What does he do in crunch time?
To get a bucket, man. Oh man, his best move is bulldozing somebody. That's his best move. To try to run over somebody and be big.
Was that a signature move?
Is it?
If that's what he's doing, if I go by the letter of the law of what you're saying, if that's what he does in crunch time, that's his signature move.
So once again, then you agree with me that LeBron don't have no signature move.
Well, no, actually,
that's not a move.
No,
that's
time out. Actually,
is that a move?
If I go by the letter of the law of what you just said, that's his signature move. The bulldozer.
Is that a move?
I guess it is.
Is that a move?
It is.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. You gotta make something ridiculous to make it make sense.
No, time out. I didn't bring up the ridiculous shit
to make it make sense. Bro.
I didn't say anything ridiculous, sir. You did. I didn't say that.
You just said the bulldozer's a move.
No, I'm agreeing
Shaq
with you.
Shaq don't got no moves, bro. Shaq don't got no moves. Shaq ain't got no moves, bro. Dwight Howard ain't got no moves. Not having moves is not. Shaq don't have no moves, bro. Will Chamberlain ain't have no moves. Kareem had a move. Hakeem had a move. Magic Johnson had moves.
So talking about
John Stockton ain't had no moves.
We've changed the narrative and subject so many times. I don't even know why we're arguing if the man got a signature move or not.
Because you talking about you said I was criticizing him, and I said he ain't got no moves. And then you tried
right. So I said that you were criticizing the young man, and your rebuttal to that is he ain't got no moves.
No, my brother was like, all I said was that my point about some of that was that he ain't got no moves, and you try to explain to me how he had moves. I'm like, bro,
I gave you 6 examples of players don't have moves. To bring it full circle, and then we go to something else. I'm literally trying to figure out how, if we're talking about how we handle our stars in the limelight, turn into he ain't got no signature move.
Because he don't.
Man, what you got next, bro?
He don't have no moves, man.
What you got?
I'm finna ride this to the next comic.
I ain't gonna lie. If you finna start keep talking about nobody and signature moves, I'm gonna go put some more ice in my cup while you talk to the audience.
Bro, all I'm saying is that I'm saying this. Shaq ain't had no moves. Right? Just because you say somebody ain't got nothing, that's not a detractor on that. It's not saying the person's not good. Or I'm just saying like that's just the way I like basketball players is this way. Like I don't like power backs because I know to me power backs in football they're gonna run out. They got short lives, man. You can't run over everybody every play every time. They're gonna start cutting. They're gonna start figuring it out. I like backs who have they have levels. They can catch out the backfield. They can block. They can play inside the hole, outside the hole, right? And those backs usually have more longevity. So when we talk about somebody else and you say, well, this guy right here, they saying that this running back is the coldest ever, man, but all he do he just a power back. He Mike Ascot, man. He good.
Are you comparing LeBron James to a power back? I'm just asking.
I'm comparing him to Shaq and them, man, because he in the same mode. He better because he's a better ball handler, but he not as dominant as they were, and they were just big, man. Like you can't even put, and to make it full circle, it's so weird, man. How we talk about LeBron James, man, as this like he about to pass up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right, for scoring. And so that makes him the great. That's his validity. It's like, oh man, he's the best scorer of all time. He's the best player of all time. But then how come we don't talk about Kareem like he's the great? Why Kareem ain't been the great since then? Like since if that's the mindset, that means Kareem been the greatest in the interim before LeBron James. Kareem been the greatest, right?
Who didn't say he wasn't?
What? Nobody.
So what are you talking about?
No. Nobody says Kareem is the greatest, bro.
That's not true.
Come on, man. So you telling me for the last 10 years they've been saying Kareem and LeBron, or they've been saying Mike and LeBron?
They've been saying Mike and LeBron, but
Kareem name ain't even came up.
Kareem name does come up depending on who you talk to. Some of it is people they didn't see Kareem play. So some of this stuff, when you hear people talk about the greatest now, they're talking about people who they've witnessed. Some of them haven't witnessed, and some of them haven't witnessed Jordan. That's why a lot of people you talk to today say LeBron is greater than Jordan. Like that's a fact. Like if you really go out and talk to people, barbershop talk or whatever, you're gonna get a lot of people who will say LeBron is greater than Jordan. And that's their opinion. Some of it is because they saw LeBron play, they didn't see Jordan play. Just like they didn't see Kareem play. A lot of people say Kareem was as great because of his longevity. The same thing that they're saying LeBron is. 19 years in the league, and he's still top 5 player in the league if depending on what list you put him on. So some of the comparisons are the same.
So that goes all the way back to what I was saying about social media and this influence thing that we got going on. Is if you have a large portion of people who haven't even seen XYZ, all you get is information. Like there's people who don't know about XYZ, and you have your Vlad or your DL Hughley or whoever you have having commentary about it. And this is them people's source of information. And this dude, he just saying what he feel. He giving his opinion becomes fact.
But everybody does that though. You say what you feel, I say what I feel, Vlad say what he feel, DL say what he feel, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, we all say what we feel. So we're getting on here and we're giving our opinion. Our opinion is a fact, our opinion ain't gospel. It's just our opinion.
I agree.
I can't knock somebody else's opinion, or I can't say your opinion is wrong because it differs from mine.
But I can say,
with that being said, I can't say that LeBron ain't got a signature move. Hell, I can't say he does because it's not fact. Because I bet if you sit down with Nick Wright and you ask Nick Wright, or I bet if you sit down with Nick Wright and you say LeBron ain't got a signature move, Nick Wright is gonna laugh in your face and give you 25 clips of LeBron's signature move.
Well, to get off LeBron, I'm gonna say one thing. How many times you seen kids do something and yell LeBron?
Say that one more time.
How many times you seen kids do something and yell LeBron?
Stop it, bro.
As opposed to kids yelling Kobe, Curry, Harden. What you mean stopping? You know why? Because this move, I've never heard a kid scream Harden. I've never heard a kid scream Steph. To be honest with you, they scream Kobe when they shoot the ball. So if you're telling me shooting the ball is a signature move, then LeBron James dunking is a signature move. They scream Kobe when they
scream Kobe when they shoot the ball. Niggas shoot paper baskets and scream Kobe.
Why?
Because they're shooting the fucking ball.
Because it's a clutch shot,
was wet, bro. Because he could shoot.
Okay, so
a clutch shot ain't a signature shot, bro.
So you saying you never heard nobody shoot a 3-point and say Curry?
If the 3-point shot ain't a signature move.
Hold up. So you saying? So I'll just ask you a question. You never heard kids shoot a 3-point shot and yell Curry?
Now, in my defense, you, sir, have been working with kids during the Steph Curry era in basketball, not me. So no, it would be awkward and weird. It would be awkward and weird if I just was around random kids and heard them scream Curry when they shoot. I don't go to gyms. I don't go to high school games. I don't go to random pickup games. So I'm not around kids, nigga. So no, I don't know kids scream Curry when they shoot. Matter of fact, I didn't know kids scream Kobe when they shot until Kobe died. And a bunch of 30-year-old niggas was running around here shooting paper baskets talking about Kobe. I'm like, oh, that was a thing, bro? And they was like, nah, yeah, nigga. They was like, shit, what did y'all scream when y'all shot the ball? And I was like, oh, well, shit, in my day, we scream, we used to be like, Jada or wet, nigga, or bitch ass nigga. You ain't heard niggas say Jada, bro? Because they shoot the J in your face? Come on, bro. Don't act like that. You said it.
I've never heard
100%.
No.
You said it, bro.
Why would I say Jada?
It's short for shooting a jumper, bro. Come on, man. Stop with the cap, bro. All right, I'm going to go get some ice, bro.
I've never said
bro,
Jada,
this is
bro.
ridiculous
What are you talking about?
No,
you're ridiculous. Why would I say Jada?
This is ridiculous, bro. I
have never said Jada.
I have stopped recording.
Jada?
Paul. We back.
Recording in progress.
Never screamed Jada, bro.
Oh, you still on that, bro?
I'm just saying. I don't.
I thought when we agreed this, when we got off the pod for the pause, we were done with that in your cap.
I'm not capping, bro. Why would I scream Jada, man? That's not something Jada. It's a girl's name, bro.
Yeah.
I would think kids more than anything, man.
Yeah.
So you think I'm a hoop like Jada?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a neighborhood thing for y'all.
It's okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was trying to tell
What did you scream? What did you scream when you shot shots?
Swish or panties or
it wasn't Kobe.
Swish.
It wasn't Jordan.
When I was younger,
you never screamed Jordan, nigga. Don't do that. You've never screamed Jordan when you shot a shot. I know you haven't. No one did that bullshit.
I had a homeboy used to scream Joe Dumars all the time. I mean, it's been depending on like.
If anything, niggas had sound effects.
Yeah, the sound effects. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never had no. I'm like I was gonna say. Did y'all say big draws in y'all neighborhood?
Big draws.
Big draws.
When? Give me some context.
If anybody was over, like if somebody was big, man, man or female, big draws.
I don't know. I don't remember. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember. And I don't want to make up a lie.
Maybe it's a neighborhood thing. Maybe Jada was a neighborhood thing for y'all. And it's so embedded that you think that everybody said it.
But Third Ward nigga said that shit. And don't make me go back to full circle. Because Third Ward nigga said that shit. Third Ward niggas moved next door to
Jada?
me and said that shit. Yes. Them niggas was older than me. Where the fuck you think I got half my slang from? What?
But they wasn't hoopers, man.
What?
No, bro, they wasn't hoopers, man. That was a football player who hooped. That wasn't a hooper.
What?
Yes, I'm a hooper that played football.
Unlike you, I don't have to name drop on this pod. But however, Game Junior, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that one Cedric Thomas, man of God, was not a hooper, bro. He might not be built like a hooper now, but I remember Ced Thomas' game, bro.
He was a football player that hoop, man. He wasn't a hooper that played football.
Ced might have been nicer than you. On God.
Get off the gas. Ced tell you what nicely.
On God.
He gonna tell you he wasn't nice.
Cedric E. Thomas, man of God. Might have been nicer than
window. I hope not by window.
He might have been nicer.
He nice at what?
Everything.
Okay.
Basketball. He might have been a nicer all around athlete than you. He definitely was faster.
Bro. Maybe.
Definitely had more hops.
Nah, get out of here.
Yes,
bro.
I'm. Where you want me to go?
I don't know where you gonna go. Well, he can jump higher than me.
Yeah, I think he could.
Nah.
Yeah.
Man,
definitely probably was a better football player than you. 100%. I know that for a fact.
Depend on position. Because I can catch.
He can catch too. Everybody can catch, nigga.
My catching radius is probably more than his.
Stop it, bro. But you frail now, so just imagine how frail you was in high school. Nigga, you frail now.
I'm not frail, bro.
You frail now, so imagine your frame in high school.
Once again, man.
Oh, KD built ass nigga.
KD's one of the best. He's the best hooper in the world, isn't he?
I said built. I didn't say ability. It's a difference. It's a lot of skinny ass niggas out here that can't hoop.
I'm not one of them.
I didn't say you couldn't hoop. I never said you couldn't hoop.
You just said that I couldn't beat Sid Thomas, bro.
Bro, Sid Thomas is a hood legend. That's a hot.
He's a your hood legend.
Hey, nigga, he from your hood.
He not
nigga.
a my hood legend.
He from your hood, nigga. What you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. We send
He from your hood, nigga.
We send our our middle people to go over there and dominate. Go to Clark and dominate.
Who
man.
said he dominated? Stop it.
He's a legend. If
I
he's a
said
legend, he dominated.
in third ward, nigga.
No, he must told y'all. He was a third ward legend.
No, that's you who be telling people you a third ward legend.
I am, bro.
I've never met a nigga from the Trey who didn't know who the Thomas Boys was.
They well known, bro.
All right then.
I ain't saying what well
Get
known.
off the gas, as you like to say.
Saying, you saying that Cedric Thomas was a better hooper than me?
In my opinion. My opinion could be flawed. In my opinion.
It's your opinion is very flawed.
Well, no. Who are you to say my opinion is very flawed? You don't even know what my opinion is based on. My opinion could be based on more things than just actual fundamental hooping. It could be some intangibles, some experiences. A lot of things can formulate my opinion of why I said what I said.
Still be wrong. However, you could use any.
And your opinion can also be wrong, right?
No.
Oh, time out. So let me get this right.
Yeah.
You can tell me my opinion is wrong, but I can't tell you your opinion is wrong.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds like some bullshit to me then. But go ahead. What's your next topic?
You telling me that somebody I know I gave buckets to for years on end was a better hooper than me. So,
well, let me ask you a question though. Time out.
What's that?
Let's keep it a buck. Where did you go to middle school at? The entirety of your middle school.
Ryan.
And where did you go to high school at? The entirety of your high school.
I went to Jones and who I played for?
Yeah.
Jones, Sam Houston.
So I'm talking about a guy who is a third warder for life. Went to school his entirety in third ward.
Okay.
When I met him, he was in high school or going to high school. Because he's older.
He didn't even play varsity basketball.
What that mean?
I'm just saying.
Just because he didn't play varsity basketball, he was being a star on the football field. I mean, he couldn't give you buckets.
I'm saying.
I'm asking. Is that yes or no?
That's what you.
I'm asking. Is that what you? Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I said. That's what you said.
No, don't do that. That's what you said. I asked a question. I didn't say anything. I asked a question, sir.
You asked a question that had a premise. I asked a
question. No. Every question you ask has that. I simply asked. Yes, it. All right. What's next? I'm not doing this anymore. What's next?
No, you said.
What's next?
Because you was what's called it.
What's next, bro? What's next, bro?
Like what you mean? I didn't say.
You can keep speaking. I literally cut your mic off. So no one, when I drop this on Spotify, is going to hear what you're saying right now. I'm waiting for you to quit the madness. I understand you have your own feed. I understand you can drop it on YouTube or whatever it is that you do. I understand that. I just would like to know, are you through with the cap?
I know you. How I'm capping, bro? Because you go.
I cut you back off again. This is so much fun, bro. Are you done with the cap?
Man, look, I'm gonna keep going till you ain't gonna tell me. Just like I'm saying, that's the same thing that Chris Rock tried to do to Will Smith, bro. Try to use his platform. I'm on the stage and I got power. You can't talk to me.
You're not gonna slap me.
You can't do. You gotta just take. You gotta just take what I do.
You're not gonna slap me though.
You gotta take. You gotta take.
But you not gonna slap me though. In this instance, you ain't Will Smith.
I'm not mad at you. You ain't offended me.
Even if I was, you ain't Will Smith.
What you mean? What you mean? You think that you above getting slapped or something?
Oh, I didn't say that. No one is above getting slapped.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing else has been learned in this whole exercise. Nobody is above getting slapped. Every action has a reaction. So you can slap me all you want to, but there's 100% going to be a reaction.
That's what I'm saying.
And when I say you, I don't mean you specifically. I mean anyone
person,
who would like to slap me. There's going to be a reaction. Now, I might not react at that very second, but trust and believe. Pause will be put on you.
What I'm saying is
at the appropriate time for me.
That's what I'm saying for you. What I'm saying is that if that guy felt like this time was the appropriate time to do that, then who are we, not me and you, but who is anybody to be like, nah, you gotta wait till so and so, or like, nah, man,
you can have an opinion about it though. But you can have an opinion.
You can have an opinion, but I can also counter that like, well, he ain't wait. But he could do that joke online. He could have wrote that joke down. He could have skipped the whole joke. He didn't even write it. He could have skipped the whole joke. He didn't even write it.
Now where's the fun in that?
He could have said he could have went off on one of these white boys out here that be doing all this weird stuff. He could have went on the white girls. It was so many people in the. That's why I'm gonna examine that part. Like, why he chose her,
Time out. Let's ask a real question.
Yeah.
Now, are we saying that Chris Rock has never roasted anybody else but people of color?
I'm not saying that.
So that's not a good point because Chris Rock.
No, my point is in that moment.
It doesn't. What you mean in the moment, nigga? The joke
that moment.
It doesn't matter about the moment. The joke was for Jada, bro. Chris Rock has roasted any and everybody, bro. Everybody gets it, no matter your color, your size, your weight. If you got hair, if you don't, let's keep it a buck. Chris Rock has roasted everybody. Now so now you're saying why did he choose her in that moment, nigga? Because he a comedian, he chose to roast Jada Pinkett Smith.
And what I'm saying is this: I'm gonna ask you again. Of all the people that are sitting here, she's not the only person in the venue. There are other people. Jay-Z right here with some weird looking hair, some super weird looking hair that is easily roastable.
Jay-Z has been roasted about his hair before.
Okay, so how come when you're on this biggest stage and Jay-Z's wife just performed first, like it's like it was calculated on his part to talk about her, bro. And I'm just asking why her.
It ain't a why, bro. And that's the thing. I truly believe it ain't really that big a deal. I honestly believe that if he would have chose the entanglement joke opposed to the hair joke, shit wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have got slapped. Would not have got slapped.
Of course not. He might have. I don't know.
He wouldn't have got slapped, bro. If he would have chosen an entanglement joke opposed to hair, he wouldn't have got slapped.
I feel like if Will had talked to him earlier,
we don't know if that happened though.
We don't know if
we don't know if that happened though. Like there's lots of stuff we don't know.
Well, okay, so why he ain't saying about Tiffany Haddish? She was sitting in front row too, and she had a bald head.
No, she don't have a bald head. She has a low cut.
Just low cut.
Jada had bald head. Jada and you damn near had the same hairdo.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
How you know that couple wasn't the target to the question because they knew they were honoring him that night anyway? How you know that?
I don't. But how do you know?
Nigga, what do you mean? I'm just asking a question. We clearly both don't know anything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, none of us know anything. None of us know the intent. None of us know why. So just like you're insinuating why did he pick her, bro,
I'm asking. Really just, I'm not insinuating. I'm asking.
I just asked the same type of question that you asked. I'm literally saying, nigga, how do we know? It literally could have just been a fucking joke. Like it literally could have been we got jokes.
Once again.
Matter of fact, how do we know? Time out. And the other piece is this. I
disagree.
No. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't disagree because the other piece is how do we know he didn't have more jokes? He didn't have opportunity to get any more jokes off because he got the shit slapped out of him. How do you know he didn't have a joke lined up for the next nigga sitting next to him? The fucking Rock, whoever else. How do we know that? How do we know he don't? Literally, it's a bit. He probably had 2 or 3 jokes lined up, and that was the joke he started with, and he didn't get to finish his set because Will smacked the shit out of his ass.
Well, he first off, he wouldn't have a set per se because he was just there probably for a 2-minute bit, right?
It's Chris Rock, my nigga. If you got Chris Rock presenting an award, he's gonna get off 2 or 3 jokes.
Okay, well I'm saying question. So at the end of the day, he did. This is why I disagree. Because he didn't even write the joke. So he looking at jokes to say, he looking at people. He didn't even write this joke.
But can I ask you a question?
He sees it. But now I'm saying he didn't even write it. So what premeditated?
But can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How do you know he didn't have 3 jokes lined up? How do you know after that joke he didn't have 2 more jokes on the teleprompter?
Well, I'm asking you a question. I don't know that, but I'm asking you a question. Why did he see a joke?
Hold up. If you're saying he didn't write the joke and it couldn't even been premeditated, why are you harping on the fact that, why was it her at that moment? Like, bro, if we're saying he didn't write the fucking joke, he literally had a bit and he was doing a bit before he presented the award.
So why did I get off of my bit? I'm doing a bit. I see this joke. I didn't write this joke. This joke not with my bit. Or it's, I don't know. If we gonna say that Will had pent up energy from his year, how come Chris Rock didn't have pent up energy from his documentary? That's not all have to
That
be
don't make
negative.
sense, bro. That don't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. It's not negative injury. It's positive. He should know from his documentary. He's like, if it's something about black women hair, that's like, as we get older and mature, like you say, there are certain things we don't do no more because we learn better. I don't do that no more. I might have called
It
every
wasn't a
woman
bad joke though.
in that setting. It was, bro.
Nobody knew. If you want to keep it a buck,
somebody knew, bro.
If you want to keep it a buck, if you want to keep it 100, nobody truly knew why. Like
False.
False. How you screaming false? You don't even know what I'm finna say. You don't even know what I'm finna
nobody knew.
say.
I said nobody knew. That's false because when he said it, everybody said, "Oh,
you want no truth?
People moaned.
You want no truth? You want no truth?
Yeah.
Chris Rock is on record saying after the incident that he knew nothing about Jada Pinkett Smith and her alopecia situation. He said, I knew nothing about this. This is news to me, huh? Why would I not believe him? Why would I not? Why does he have a reason to lie?
Because this is because when he said the joke, he immediately started pleading about it. Like, what? No. Then after he got smacked, he was like, bro, he tried to explain it again. He knew.
He wasn't trying to explain shit. He was finna go off. He was really finna go off. And he stopped.
He stopped because he got smacked, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We're just gonna agree to disagree, bro. Because
what I'm saying is, when he said the joke, did people moan?
Secondly, we shouldn't be on this long.
Hold up. When
that nigga laughed after he said the joke, and Will was laughing at the joke.
Did people moan when he said the joke? When he said G.I. Jane, did people say, "Oh, did you hear that in the crowd"?
No.
Okay, well, watch it again. And when he said it the first time, people. That's why as soon as he's like, "No, what?" You know, he started. That was soft. He said before he even got on stage. No, it was before Will got on stage. He started explaining because people were booing. Like, they were moaning. Like, man, they understood, bro. She's a high profile person. She's talked about this before.
Nobody gives a fuck about Jada.
Okay.
Not in that aspect. She's relevant because of Red Table Talk with Will.
Okay.
She just recently, a couple of weeks ago, told the world that she's been battling alopecia. That's a recent thing a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody in that room knew. And when I say she told the world, she told Red Table Talk.
Okay.
Do you watch Red Table Talk? Do you watch Red Table Talk? Keep it a buck.
Not often, no.
Do you know why I watch Red Table Talk? You want to know why?
Because you have a wife.
Thank you. That's the only reason why I even know this shit exists.
But what I'm saying is...
Before the joke was told, the G.I. Jane shit, I thought that he was just saying that because the joke was wrote because she had her hair cut low like a nigga. I learned after the fact that she's been battling alopecia because my wife told me.
Now, what if I told you that Demi
Why are we
Moore...
still talking about this?
Hold up. Well, what if I told you that Demi Moore left her husband for a younger guy just like so-and-so? Would that be conspiracy theory? That like he knew that his wife left him for a younger girl too, so he kind of adding some. It was kind of a what's called joke too, August Alsina joke too.
But them niggas swingers though, so it wouldn't even matter. Like they're known swingers in Hollywood, so why the fuck does that matter?
I'm just saying, like,
why the fuck does August Alsina fucking Jada have anything to do with Chris Rock and why he wants to tell jokes about her, bro?
Why does it? So I'm saying, why do you give one thing weight and something else not?
I'm not giving anything weight. What am I giving weight though? That's what I'm asking.
You just said that. Why does August Alsina matter? But then you said that Will still mad about him being made fun of.
You didn't hear what I said, and see, okay. You clearly don't understand. So Will spoke openly in his book that he felt like a punk going through life because he didn't defend his mother against abuse in relationships and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So Will has some built up frustration about a lot of shit. He might not be upset. Listen to what I'm saying. He might not be upset at the fact that Jada fucked this August Alsina, but he might be upset at the fact that we got to deal with this shit publicly. You fucked up. What does Jada fucking August Alsina have to do with Chris Rock telling a joke about her?
Well, okay. So do you think Chris Rock is privy to any of the Will information?
I don't think what someone else's wife is. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Ask me that again because I want to ask you a question. Say it again.
Do you think that Chris Rock was privy to the information that Will felt like a punk because he didn't protect his mom?
I think he does because it literally was in a book that Will just wrote.
I mean, so you think Chris Rock knew about that?
I think he did because Will Smith actually went on press runs and interviews speaking about it. Yes.
All right. So now I ask you this on the other side. Do you think that Chris Rock took into account, man, this man already said he wants to protect the women around him. I'm finna go here and make a joke about his woman in front of him, in front of her.
I don't think he took that into account. If you're asking me my personal opinion, I don't think that the joke was that calculated, because if it was, I think it would have been a little more harsher. I honestly think it was low hanging fruit. They knew Will was getting the award, so let's throw some jokes at Will on his big night. I honestly think that's what it was.
Well, that's an opinion that you have. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's the right opinion. I honestly think
I'm not either. I'm not taking away or nothing. I'm just saying. When you watch
some of these shows, bro, like I've seen Denzel got an award, bro, and the one of the hosts or presenters, gave him some jokes. I've seen The Rock getting an award, and that night Kevin Hart came on stage and gave The Rock some jokes. Like,
you
honestly,
you didn't watch live. You didn't watch live. In the beginning of the show. In the beginning of the show, the hosts were Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, and Gina Hall. So they had a monologue or whatever. They went to Sam Jackson and started talking about Sam Jackson, that he had never won an Oscar. They ain't handled. Now this is Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, and Regina Hall. Two of these women are known for being off the cuff and being raw. They had some raw stuff about the Academy, about the Golden Globes. Now they had some commentary that was rough, but they ain't handle Sam Jackson, or they'll handle him a certain kind of way, because they know if they talk to him a certain kind of way, he's not gonna allow that to happen. It's not gonna be you can't have the funnies on me. Better be.
You think
polite.
Sam Jackson for the walk on stage to slap a female?
No, but he definitely gonna shut y'all bitch ass up. He definitely motherfucker stop that.
How is he gonna do that? Tell me how he would do that.
He's gonna do it with his mouth, because them women.
Okay.
So
what are you saying?
What I'm saying is Chris Rock didn't handle Jada and them the way they handled Sam Jackson. Like Chris Rock, at the end of the day, Chris Rock, we can't. I feel like people are giving him the pass on like, oh, he knew about black hair, bro. He knew 100% about black women. He knew 100% about black women's hair.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing that he doesn't know about black women and their hair.
Yeah.
However, I do believe that he didn't know that she was dealing with a disorder. It's one thing to know about black hair. It's another thing to know about disorders. I don't think that he knew she was dealing with a disease that caused her to lose her hair. Point blank. I don't think he did. I think if he truly knew she was dealing with a disease that made her lose her hair, I don't think he would have told the joke. That's what I'm saying.
I doubt he didn't know.
Because it was, well, I mean, and that could be your opinion. We won't know, because we don't know what that man's heart intentions were, what he knew or didn't know. We won't know.
Okay, I'll say this. He's not going to say, I knew, because they didn't look like a certain way. And the reason why I say he knew is because I don't think he's a dumb person. I don't think he's unintelligent. I think he's knowing. Did you know? Huh? Yeah.
So you knew she was suffering from alopecia?
Yes.
Before all of this?
Yes.
How did you know?
Because I read it.
Where did you read it at?
I read it on, it was an Instagram post maybe a month ago when she came out with her little run. She had a little book coming out or whatever. And he was talking about she had alopecia, and she said a bunch of stuff. But what I'm saying is, you think that Chris Rock is going to the Oscars and not asking who's going to be there? Who's someone, like, you think he had no, like, I think he has the knowledge of what's going on. And I think that he chose to say a joke anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying we don't know.
No one knows.
No one knows, but I'm not saying the severity of the joke was like death. It was like the end of the world, but like you have perfect storm situations like that where somebody decides they're going to, test the waters, and that was the wrong water to test on that day. Maybe another day that joke can fly and Will be cool with it, or he'll get you backstage. But the commentary, to me, what happens a lot of times, we not you, but we turn into holier than thou, and this is how it should. We turn to armchair quarterbacks. Well, you should have done this. Like, man,
I mean, you doing the same though. Like
we can't go to McDonald's, bro. We can't go to McDonald's, bro.
We're both doing the same now.
We can't go to McDonald's, man. That's what I say.
We can't go to McDonald's.
We, as a culture, we as people, black, white, Mexican, whatever, can't go to McDonald's.
Why not?
Without having drag out fights, and so you telling me
You're
that
taking micro infractions here and there and painting a wide stroke on situations. You can't do that.
what I'm saying. I'm saying people go to McDonald's with something on their mind already.
Throwing some shit at somebody in McDonald's is more of is not the norm, bro. It's more like there are more times that you go to McDonald's and nothing happens than going to McDonald's and something egregious happens.
I disagree.
What do you mean? You know how many people walk in and out of McDonald's on a daily basis? You mean to tell me the majority of interactions at a restaurant is people acting ass? I don't think so.
I wouldn't say the majority, but I say that there is a large percentage. It's in the 30s and 40s where you get a motherfucker got somebody cussing at you.
Time out. Somebody having a disagreement, a verbal disagreement, and scream and like saying, "Get my fucking shit." Bro, that's just everyday life, bro. That's not. We can't go to McDonald's, bro.
How is that? Well, I'm saying we can't go to an establishment to get our food without having damn near fisticuffs. I'll beat your damn ass. Like, come on, bro. Like, keep it a buck, man. Don't act like it.
I think more transactions at restaurants and establishments go with no issues than they do with issues.
We need to get somebody who works in what's called it to talk about this. Because I'm sure they'll have horror stories, like servers, man. I know servers, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm sure servers can tell you the all the times it happens more than we like to. We people don't treat people right, bro, and that's not just in the service. That's just across the board. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody,
but
like, we can't ride out the street, man.
Racism is a real thing, but
yeah,
and I've had instances in my professional life where I've had to deal with racism. But if I take all of my days in my professional life and I throw them on a piece of paper, the majority of my days in professional life have good days have outweighed me dealing with bullshit. That's a fact.
Does that mean you ignore the bullshit when it comes? Or
that doesn't mean I ignore the bullshit. What I'm telling you is the majority of my interactions are positive. It's a very small sample size that's negative. So if I take the very small sample size that's negative and paint a broad stroke over the entire interaction or the entire experience, I'm painting a false narrative.
I'm not saying that every trip to McDonald's. I was saying my point was that there are many times in McDonald's or at fast food or at conversations about getting my food turning to fights.
And I'm saying 100% that happens 100%. But I'm also saying that it happens. It more times than not, that interaction doesn't happen. Yes, if there's a fight at Waffle House, we're gonna find out. We're gonna see it on someone's camera or whatever. Mm-hmm. But more times than not, literally nothing goes on at Waffle House outside of niggas eating waffles. 100%. As many times have I traveled to Waffle House and eaten at Waffle House, like sat in Waffle House, middle of the day, early in the morning, after the club, I've never once been involved in a Waffle House altercation. I've seen someone come to the counter and be like, "I want my motherfucking steak at."
Yeah.
But I've never just been a part of like, "Oh shit, it's going down in Waffle House." Matter of fact, outside of being in school at a field trip and a group of rowdy teenagers going into the McDonald's throwing fries, mm-hmm. I really can't say I've been in any establishment, fast food or not, and some bullshit has went on. I can't count Kappa Beach where literally niggas is pissing in the sink. Like, no, I'm not counting that bullshit. You can't.
I was talking to someone last month, and they're a regional manager for Denny's, and they were subbing into Denny's in Third Ward, and they literally said that they had to call the normal, like, "Hey man, I done had XY people come in here, blah blah blah, talking in this manner. I done had somebody leave out of here, you know what I'm saying, without like." It was normal to the staff the disrespect and the things that were happening at that Denny's. And she was like, this don't happen at stores I go to most of the time.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's so You're talking about situations that are happening at a Denny's in a certain area. Now, if you take those interactions and you compare them to all the interactions in all of the Denny's nationwide, that's a very small fraction of the interactions that are going on.
I mean, I would think we have to talk to somebody who worked, because the other caveat to that is the caveat.
It's common sense.
I'm not even gonna say that to you. I'm gonna let you
say it. No, say it. Please say it. I want you to say it.
No.
No, say it. Say it. Say the caveat. Say the caveat.
The caveat is that also when we go to these places, it's like we're comparing our personal experience to the experience. Like, of course, somebody who works there is going to see quadruple the times that we see because they're there the whole time. If they go in a 7-day period, they're going to say, "What? It's way more than you think." Because they see, like, I can guarantee you that every day somebody comes to every establishment and does something foolish every day at every single. I can, without a doubt.
If I work at McDonald's
establishment,
for a week straight, I'm pretty sure at least once a day I'm gonna see some crazy shit happen in the store.
I'm saying somebody come in there with an attitude, somebody want to fight, somebody throw something every day. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So, I mean.
But now, let me ask you a question though.
Yes, sir.
If you look at how many people are in and out of these establishments on a daily.
Yeah.
Just on a daily, how many people are in and out? I bet you can take the amount of negative interactions and it's still a small fraction of the interactions that happen.
It's gonna be a small fraction, but my point being was that these are chance interactions that are going wrong at maybe a 15 or 20% clip. Let's say it's
I think that's high.
clip.
I think
definitely
when you look at 15 and 20%, do you know how high that is on the grand scheme of things?
It's definitely in the 10s. It's not just no 9 or 8.
I don't think it's in the 10s at all.
Oh, okay. So we're both being whatever, because we don't know either of it. But even that being said, now you're talking about people who have personal relationships that we understand. We're not just random. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Rock saying something to this person. This is not random. I've said something about this person before. I have a history of saying things about this person, of embarrassing them when they weren't there, when they couldn't even defend themselves. Now we come back, I'm doing the same thing to somebody, I'm doing it again. And also, you said you pretty sure Chris Rock has heard about Will Smith's situation with him. So it's like you have a perfect storm of different things happening all at the same time. And then when the reaction comes out, it's like, oh man, he should have. No, they not saying he right, but I'm also saying that this guy was wrong.
Let's keep it a buck. Will Smith wasn't right for smacking a nigga on stage. Let's keep that a buck. He wasn't right for doing it.
Oh man,
it's the difference between saying it's right and it's justified. He wasn't right for slapping a nigga on stage. If you sitting here and saying he was 100% right for walking on stage, slapping him, that's cool. I'm not gonna argue the point. I don't have an issue with him slapping the shit out of Chris Rock. However, I wish that he would have done it backstage. That's all.
The reason why I'm okay with him doing it in that fashion to an extent is because I want that to be on the back of people's mind when they decide they want to come up here and, you know, like in a form like why? And that's why
do you listen to Flagrant too?
Oh no, let me finish.
Do you know who Andrew Schultz is?
Let me finish.
Do you know who Andrew Schultz is?
But you're talking about a person at a desk on a show, bro.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, I know who Andrew Schultz is, man, but Andrew Schultz not hosting the Oscars. Now he's not on the Oscars. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You can't compare pennies to dollars, man.
First off, it's not pennies to dollars. Secondly,
it is penny dollars. You think Andrew Schultz's platform is big as the Oscars?
First off, it's not comparing pennies to a dollar.
Okay.
The point I'm making is when you do this, when Will does what he did publicly,
yeah,
he opened up the door for even more ridicule and more jokes. There is a community of comics who feel like Will Smith was 100% out of line. Matter of fact, probably 90% of your comics feel like Will Smith was 100% out of line. So
of course they will.
Their rebuttal is going to be some more fuck shit with the jokes, just to piss him off.
But this is what I'm saying. You're talking about you're talking about that don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things for what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is,
right, because what you're talking about is more important. Go ahead.
I'm saying that me telling a joke at a comedy store, me having a online whatever, is totally different from we got 60 million viewers, man. This is if like you said, with everything is true, this is my moment, bro. This is my moment that we know I'm gonna win the best actor, something I've always wanted. And you gonna sit here and talk about my wife?
That's more of a reason why Jada should have been like, chill out.
Nah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Because the final word, that you're not going to be able to sit up here and do that. Like that's, and I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying that when history looks back and talks about it, they're gonna be like, shit. Like, what was Chris Rock thinking, bro?
I don't think so. I think when history go back and look at it, they're gonna ask, what was Will Smith thinking? Because out of all of this, you know what we're not talking about?
What?
How Will Smith won his first Oscar. That's not what we're talking about. That's what we should be talking about, and we're not.
I mean, yeah.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But
we're not talking about. We're not talking about.
that.
No. We're not talking about.
I'm not talking about that.
What do you mean you're not talking about that?
I'm asking. I kept asking the question. I'm like, why did he choose her?
No, this is what I'm saying.
I'm not asking. I'm just asking.
This is what I'm saying. If he would have handled that shit backstage, the topic of the 2 days wouldn't be why Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. The focus would be what it should be on: Will Smith winning an Oscar for the movie that he directed and starred in and funded.
Okay, yeah.
In Venus and Serena's story with their father. That would be the topic.
I still have but I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you again. I'm asking this way: do you find it?
It doesn't matter which way you ask it. We've already talked about this. The joke, he didn't even write the joke. So we can't say that Chris Rock was targeting Jada because he didn't even write the joke. It literally was a joke. There was a part of his little 2-3 joke bit that he had. He probably didn't have a chance to get the other 2 jokes off because he got smacked.
What they got to do anything?
It's a fucking bit, bro. That's all it is. At the end of the day,
I ask a question.
At the end of the day, I don't think I've answered the question before, but I'll say it a little slower so you can understand.
No, I'm asking.
I don't think that he was targeting Jada. I just think that she was a part of the jokes.
But you keep that don't make sense. What you just said.
It makes
100% sense. No, it doesn't. You said he got what do the other jokes? Hold up. What do the other jokes have to do with this joke?
Bro, it's a joke. That's all it is. It's a fucking joke.
Ask you a question.
No joke has anything to do with anything, bro. It was a fucking joke. Okay. That's all it was.
Well, why? I'm asking you, of all the people in this room,
nigga, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I don't know person to talk about.
You don't know. No one knows. Matter of fact,
so how come we?
He didn't even write the joke. So why are you trying to make it seem like he was targeting her, bro?
So I'm asking you a question. I
answered your question. And I asked you, why do you think he's targeting her if he didn't even write the joke?
Okay, if I'm asking you, so
don't ask me because I've already answered the question. Nigga, you answered the question.
I'm asking the question.
There's no other question to ask me. I've answered your question.
Okay, so when he decides, I didn't write this joke. I see this joke come up. I see her hair. I think to myself, I'm gonna go with it
for the 5th time. I think he just was going with the flow of the bits.
And once again, that's what I'm saying is like, so it seems like when you talk about Chris Rock, it's just he just going with the flow. But when you talk about him, it's like he should have known. She should have known.
Stop. Let me ask you a question. If we agree that he didn't write the joke,
yeah,
I don't think.
So why he said it?
What you mean? Why did he say it, nigga? It was a part of the fucking jokes. The joke could have been on the teleprompter. He just rolled with the joke, bro.
And so, okay, once again, when you say he just rolled with it,
yes, he just rolled with the joke.
Then, so he has no understanding or nothing about nothing. He just, I'm gonna go with the joke.
He just rolled with the joke. He probably didn't think the joke was that bad. He literally said it's a G.I. Jane joke. He clearly didn't think the joke was an issue. He clearly didn't think the joke was an issue. He literally said it's a G.I. Jane joke. Will wasn't having it. For whatever the reason is, Will already has some shit going. Bro,
First
I honestly
off, hold
think
up.
they went there with I ain't dealing with the bullshit, the fuck shit tonight. No.
What I'm saying is he was talking to the crowd before he's talking to Will. When he said the joke the first time and the crowd started saying, "Oh," start moaning.
You do realize
like,
he pleaded his case about it just being a G.I. Jane joke after he got the shit smacked out of him. You know that, right?
Before too.
So? What are you trying to say, bro?
Listen to what I'm saying.
I've listened to what you're trying to say, bro. You're trying to make it seem like he was targeting Jada for the joke. Yes or no?
I'm saying this.
So what are you saying? Because I don't understand.
When he said the joke the first time, before Will gets up,
yes,
the crowd.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Boo.
Who gives a fuck?
Okay, well, if you don't give a damn about what's going on, then you don't give a damn. But I'm telling you that the context of what's going on.
How many times has a comedian got up there and said a joke and some people in the crowd say, "Ooh"?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the crowd saying boo.
They didn't say boo, nigga. Nobody booed him, bro.
No, they moaned. They moaned.
Okay, is that a fucking boo? No. They reacted to the joke.
They weren't happy with the joke.
Who gives a shit? How many comedians get up and they're unhappy with the joke? I'm asking a question.
Once again.
I'm asking a question.
A lot.
All right then. So keep going.
So the crowd is displeased with the joke. Then he starts talking to the crowd. Then Will gets up after he's talking to the crowd, and then Will smacks him. So the context to say that it was just a joke, if it was just a joke, then why did the crowd understand? Why did the crowd immediately be like, "No"?
So what are you trying to say? Say what you're trying to say.
I'm saying I'm putting the context to let you see, to show like.
No, you're trying to put a context to make me change my view to a certain way.
No,
bro.
I'm not, bro. I'm just
then say what you're trying to say, nigga. Stop asking a question and say what you mean. Say what you mean. Say what you mean. What are you trying to say?
You're not gonna make me. You're not gonna make me say things the way that you want.
No,
me to say
that's
them.
what you do, sir. I'm asking you. Say what you want to say, because for the 8th time we've talked about this very topic. I've given my point of view at least 6 times, and it's still not good enough for you because you keep trying to make it seem like he was targeting her. I simply said,
that's
bro.
what you keep saying. That I asked you about why he talked to her, and you said it was just random. But then when you say it's random, and you said it's a joke, I'm like, nah.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? If I intentionally want to make a joke to hurt your feelings, would I just write the joke for myself? I'm Chris Rock. I can write jokes. My joke writing ability. My joke writing ability is not an issue.
Then why is he saying jokes in his then?
He literally had a bit, bro. A teleprompter.
Hold up. No.
So
answer your own question.
So let me ask you
answer your own question.
Well, he's also a comedian. Comedians have writers.
Okay, so
Kevin Hart has a whole team of fucking writers.
You just said
he didn't write the joke.
You just said if I want to make a joke to hurt you.
So let me say it slowly so the people in the back can hear. I said if I want to intentionally hurt you,
yes,
I will just write the fucking joke.
Okay.
I don't think he intentionally wanted to hurt her. He didn't write the joke.
So now he
literally
like
got smacked for a nigga.
Now you talking like I'm
not talking what you're talking, bro, because I don't even know what you're saying, sir. I simply said I heard you for 8 times in a row, and for the 9th time, I'm simply saying I don't think he was targeting her, bro. I think he had like a little 2, maybe 3 joke run, and he was at the beginning of the joke run, and it started with Jada. That's why he didn't have time to move to someone else, because you keep asking me why her. Maybe she started out his 2 or 3 joke run, and he didn't have time to go to the next person.
Well,
see, I can't tell
why do you keep skipping over?
I'm not skipping over anything.
Yes, you are.
No,
yes,
I'm not.
You are, bro.
What am I skipping over? What am I skipping? What am I skipping over?
My question is why her? You keep saying
stop. Okay, stop.
No.
Stop. No. Because I'm answering why her. Stop. I'm answering why her. You want to know why her?
Why her?
She was the first person in his jokes. She was the first person in his line of jokes.
That's a bullshit ass answer, bro.
How's it a bullshit ass answer? So all right, and let me ask you a question. Yeah. Why do you think it was her?
Because to me, I feel like he saw her. He knew they had smoke. He saw the joke. He was like, I'm gonna shoot my slug at her or at them. Because if I ain't write this joke, bro, if it's an innocent joke, then why does there people, when I say this joke, not Will Smith, but people who were like, man, hold up. People was like, nah. It was enough people there for him to start explaining.
So let me ask you a question.
So why you start explaining
So
that?
let me ask you a question. If the joke was truly that egregious and everybody else in the arena knew it was that egregious,
Yeah.
why the fuck was her own husband laughing at it?
Listen.
No,
like,
don't
once
stop.
again,
No,
I'm
answer the
gonna
question.
answer. I'm gonna
Why
answer.
the fuck was
I'm
her
gonna-
own
can I
husband
answer?
laughing at it?
Okay. So the first joke he said, he smiled. He smiled. He laughed at it. The second one, he was laughing, but once again, was that laugh a laugh of like we don't know what he was laughing at? We assumed that he was laughing at the joke. He might have been laughing like, man, I told this dude, man.
When did
like,
Will Smith stop laughing at the joke?
We don't know, bro.
Yes,
I know
we
what
do.
you're gonna
It was
say.
on camera.
You goes,
It was
you gonna
on
say
camera.
we looked at- No.
It was 100%
wasn't.
on camera.
It was not. Bro.
Yes, it was, bro. Go back and look at the camera. When did Will stop laughing at the joke?
Will stop. Will was smiling on stage. What you talking about?
When did
never
Will
stopped
stop
smiling.
laughing at the joke?
He never stopped laughing.
So now you're saying he was laughing when he slapped him.
Yeah, he was. Look at the film.
So that's more reason why people thought this shit was fake.
Once again, so your perception of how somebody emotes.
Oh, see now you're going back to that. That's
the truth.
I asked you a question that you chose not to answer because I've already told you my stance about this in the first place.
Wait,
So,
why didn't answer?
At that point,
Why I didn't answer?
I said, when did he stop laughing?
He never stopped laughing, bro.
That's not true.
Go look at the film. Go
I
look
looked
at it,
at the-
man.
I-
Tell me
I
what-
looked at the film.
So he wasn't smiling when he walked off from smacking him.
He had a smirk. He didn't smile. I don't think he was laughing.
When did he stop smiling?
He stopped laughing when he saw Jada rolling her eyes and looking at him crazy. He stopped
what I'm
laughing.
saying.
He processed it. He walked on stage. He slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, and then he walked off with a slight smirk on his face.
The reason
And
why
then
I'm
he
saying,
sat down and cussed the nigga out.
the reason why I'm saying that we ain't see exactly when he was
Damn, now we
because,
didn't see it. Okay.
No, because the cameras was not.
There was a
we
whole
didn't
nother feed that didn't cut off.
Okay, let me say, the feed that I've seen two different threesome feeds. I haven't seen a feed that shows him get up and walk to the stage. They have a feed that shows him.
They have a
getting
feed
to-
and they showed him stop laughing. He was laughing at the joke initially, and he looked over and saw Jada rolling her eyes, and he stopped laughing. And
Well, I
then
haven't
the next,
seen that one.
and then the next cut you see is him walking on stage. You see Chris Rock laughing, saying, "Oh, Richard," and then you see the infamous smack that was in perfect form. His hand never moved from this. It was like whoosh, perfect form. And then he walked off with the Wild Wild West stroll, and he had a slight smirk on his face. Then he sat down. And homie said, "It's a G.I. Jane joke." Wow, I just got the shit smacked out of me by Will Smith. It was a G.I. Jane joke, dude, and he cussed him.
So before Will got on stage, did he explain the joke before that too?
He said, "Oh, what? That's what he did."
Who
He said,
was he talking to?
Nigga, I don't know. The audience, everybody, who gives a shit?
Okay. So hold on.
What does that
So
justify
context-
anything, bro?
Listen.
That doesn't justify anything.
Stop saying words, bro, that don't apply to what I'm talking about.
What? The
You
fact
tell- I
that
didn't
that
ever-
doesn't justify anything,
Who
those
said
words
anything
apply
about
to it.
justifying, bro? Who ever said anything
Nigga,
about
I'm just
justifying,
telling you
bro?
that don't justify anything.
Okay, that's not what I said though. So you saying words?
I'm not saying anything about what you said. I
Then
said,
what are you talking about then?
Nigga, I said that doesn't justify anything.
But I didn't. What point did I say?
I
something
said
justified?
that doesn't justify anything.
Okay, so this is clarity. I didn't say that. So what I'm saying is,
I
that-
never said you said it.
Okay, so I'm for clarity. So what I'm saying is, so
There's nothing to be
he's-
clarified.
He's already explaining the joke.
It doesn't
before
justify anything.
Hold on, let me finish. He's already explained the joke. So that's telling me that he already knows that he went too far.
Have
He
you ever
knows-
heard a comedian justify or explain a joke?
Yeah, when they go too far.
All right then.
So saying that this person over here reacted a certain way when this person who said the joke is already apologizing and not apologizing, he's talking to the crowd because the crowd is booing.
He really
the
was
crowd
looking,
is like,
he
nah.
really was looking at Jada when he started justifying the joke before he got slapped. He was looking in that direction. He saw Will get up, start walking to the stage. He saw that.
Okay. I don't think that's what happened, but okay.
That's cool, and that's your opinion.
I mean, no.
No one truly knows because we weren't there. So were you there?
We watched it live.
Were you there?
And what I'm saying,
Were you there? Were you there?
nigga?
No, I wasn't, and that's why. And that's why I'm
crazy
saying.
to say.
What you mean? It's not crazy to say. I'm literally saying we weren't there. We don't know.
What that mean? What does
That we
mean
don't know.
weren't there?
Can you say
Nigga,
without
we saw
can you
it.
say without a shadow of a doubt you know what happened?
I can say what I saw.
I'm saying, can you say without a shadow of a doubt you know what happened?
Who can?
No one can, except
So
for
what are you
Will
talking
Smith
about?
and Chris Rock.
You sure?
Yes.
So it wasn't 50,000 people in there. It wasn't 25,000 people in there.
The climate, climate of the situation, whether if there was discussion before or after, no one knows outside of the parties who were involved. We don't know if there was some backstory before this show started. We don't know if there was some smoke between the three before the joke was said.
We do know.
No, we don't. We truly don't know. We don't know.
We ain't seen this man make a joke about this man's wife.
We've also seen the three of them photographed and partying together after 2016. So no one truly knows.
So what? Hold up. So question. So what I'm saying is that the stance saying that nobody knows is that's you playing with fire, bro.
I'm not playing with fire. No one knows the climate of that. No one knows the climate of it. No one knows the true relationship between the three. No one knows if Will or Chris had a conversation outside of Will, Chris, and Jada. Like no one knows all of that.
So you think Will crazy, or you think that you think Will crazy?
No one ever said I think Will Smith is crazy.
I didn't say it was justified. I didn't say you did.
I think Will Smith is dealing with some things, but I don't think he's crazy.
So you think? So what I'm saying is, there's implied knowledge in everything we do when we make actions as human beings, right? There's implied knowledge. We think, oh, what you like when something happens crazy, what you doing? Is the first thing people say. What are you doing, right? Chris Rock didn't say what you was doing. He didn't. He knew what was going on and why it was happening.
Yeah, Chris Rock knew he got smacked for a joke.
Yeah, and he tried to explain the joke.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
So that's the physical, or that's what we saw.
But that doesn't mean he was targeting though. That doesn't mean that he truly had some like foul intentions.
My question, if you're right, I'm asking you again, why her?
She was just the butt of a joke.
I'm asking you, but why? I'm not being funny.
I've answered. So again, I've answered that question. The why that I could think of, and it's just my opinion, it could be everyone in the building knew Will was finna win that award. How do you know it wasn't just some banter to a guy I know finna get his first Oscar tonight? I'm gonna tell a joke.
Then why you talk about Will? Why are we talking about his wife?
He talked about his wife last time when she had smoke for him. Like the reason probably why the joke was even targeted towards Jada was because Jada was the one who was screaming loudly about, hey, Chris Rock needs to boycott. So how do you know it just wasn't some nostalgia shit from 2016 when you weren't here? Now that you're here, I got another joke for you.
So he, like I said, then when you say it like that, it's like.
But I gave you a reason why.
That's premeditated, then, right?
He didn't write the joke, but it was. But he didn't write the joke.
What you just said was premeditated, bro. I'm not saying I'm just saying, but the way you explained this now,
it's just my opinion. No one knows, bro.
I know. I'm saying
what I just said could be the farthest from the truth. I'm literally just throwing out a scenario to help you with the narrative that you're trying to paint. Oh, I'm sorry, not the narrative you're trying to paint. I'm simply throwing out a scenario to answer your question the way you want me to answer the question. To be honest with you,
what I'm saying
my true answer when you say why her, my true answer is honestly, outside of her being the butt of a joke, I don't know.
And I think that's the part that I'm not focused on, but I'm really just trying to understand.
You're 100% focused on it.
No, I'm trying to understand when I'm Chris Rock and I got all these people in front of me. I got a who's who of Hollywood. I got womanizers. I got liars, cheaters. I got all these people in front of me that everybody in the room knows that they did these things. I got John Travolta, been in the closet for 30 years, sitting over here.
Been in the closet for 30 years. What do you mean?
About being homosexual?
Is that a bad thing?
No, I'm just saying. But he's been portraying his life until the last 5 years about being a heterosexual man.
So you think it's cool for Chris Rock to have a gay joke?
So if it's not, I'm asking the question. Why was it? Hold up.
Do we even know that John Travolta came out the closet and he's gay now? Yeah. Is that a thing? Do we know that?
I'm almost 100% sure.
Is that a thing? Has that been like public knowledge? Is he walking around with a boyfriend?
I think he came out. I'm not always sure.
So John Travolta is walking around with a boyfriend. Mr. Scientology himself is walking around openly with a boyfriend.
Is that Miss Scientology? Is that you think about? Are you thinking about
100%. John Travolta is a part of Scientology. He did a movie about it, bro. He did a movie when he was the weird alien nigga, bro. I forgot the name of the movie, but yes, it 100% was about Scientology. He was a part of the Scientologists. Matter of fact, if you want to know the truth, it was John Travolta, it was Tom Cruise, it was Will Smith.
Okay.
And Lena
So,
Remy,
what I'm
whatever
saying-
her name is.
So it's this long. There's a whole bunch of stuff about him having relationships with California pilot Doug Goodbar. Christy Alley came to his defense. So and so said he was gay. New rumors all but confirmed. So anyway, what I'm saying is, when I said a gay, you're like, oh, we can't make a gay joke. So if I can't make a gay joke because that's offensive, why could I make a joke about this woman's hair and that not be offensive? I'm not saying he targeting.
I don't. To be honest with you, bro, that shit was not. That shit ain't that big a deal, bro. It's not that. It's not that earth shattering. Out of all the shit that the Smiths do,
yeah,
he could have handled it better. I'm not saying he didn't deserve getting slapped. He shouldn't have did this shit on the stage, bro. That's my opinion. I ain't saying you're wrong for it. I'm just saying it's my opinion.
I feel like that we should be like, hell yeah, my nigga. And every time I'm mad it was Chris Rock. I'm disappointed it was Chris Rock that had to catch.
So let me make sure for clarity. I know your true stance. You're saying that Will Smith, a staple in our community, a role model in our community, one of the icons who out of all of celebrity, in Hollywood as a black man, really ain't got no dirt on his name.
None whatsoever.
The only dirt on his name has to do with his wife and her entanglement. If you want to keep it a buck, right?
If that's dirt, but keep going.
Even if that's dirt, bro.
If that's dirt, but keep going.
So you mean to tell me this icon and this staple of our community is about to win an award that most black actors don't win? It's a small sample size of us black actors winning it when you look at everyone who wins it.
You ride with me now.
You really think that it was a good look for him to walk on stage and physically slap another one of our black icons who himself can be said to be a good role model, really doesn't have any smut on his name as being a star in this business as long as he's been? We literally have two cultural icons on stage on one of the biggest stages in the world, and one slaps the other over a joke. You really think that's a good look?
What I'm saying is...
No, I'm asking. Do you really think that's a good look?
But that's not what I said, though.
I didn't say that was what you said. I'm asking you, do you really think that's a good look?
What I'm saying is, I'm asking you a question.
I'm not asking you what you're saying.
I'm asking your question. I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question.
And it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no question.
I'm answering your question.
It's a yes or no question. Do you really think that's a good? Do you really think that's a good look? It's a yes or no question.
Hell yeah.
All right.
No, why? I'm tell you why. I think it's good. It's a look because, like I said before, I'm mad it was Chris Rock that had to get like that, but like. Nah, you can't play with, like, if I'm a cultural icon, you don't play with me like that. Now my wife like, no, if that's what it gotta be, that's what it gotta be. That's not what I would want to happen. Not to Chris Rock. I wouldn't. That's why I kept asking. That's why I keep asking, like, why would he do that to that person?
So let me ask you a
question. Not saying he targets it. I'm just saying, why would he do that?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
When they had the red table talk and Jada was playing with Will about this entanglement
shit. They ain't got nothing to do with the Oscar, bro.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
When they were on Red Table Talk, and Jada was playing with Will, how she was about this entanglement shit, like he really shouldn't have been asking her about it. Do you think that was a good look?
But that's their platform, though, bro. That's them. You keep trying to compare how somebody else deal with somebody else. That's them together in their platform.
Isn't the principle about how you dealt with me?
No, bro. That's how they deal with each other.
So the principle isn't how someone is dealing with me.
This is you talk. Okay, you comparing a married couple talking to each other with somebody not in a relationship talking about her hair.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, you're right. I'm comparing the nigga on a global platform with his wife, and she's still embarrassing him about an entanglement, and he kept his composure. He cried though.
With his wife.
But then he's about to get the biggest award of his life, and this man told a joke, and this nigga couldn't wait till it cut to commercial.
No, you ain't got to. Because why'd you tell that joke? Why was that joke relevant, bro? Well, who made you say this joke, man?
I got you.
Why? I'm not. You keep going back to Will Smith, and I'm asking you why did Chris Rock even go there? I'm just not saying he targeted.
Do you agree that someone has to be the bigger person?
No.
So you don't agree.
Why?
So you don't agree anyone has to be the bigger person?
Why?
Someone has to be the bigger person.
Why?
For who? It's a bad look for himself. If no one else,
for who?
If for no one else himself.
Is Will Smith gonna lose $1 for that? Is Will Smith gonna lose fans?
Again, it's not. I don't think it's about monetary.
It's not about.
It's not about
money.
It's about your morals and your character. It ain't about money. It's about
my morals. Is don't play my motherfucking wife. That's my morals.
Okay,
don't play my wife.
I can get that point across backstage as well. Matter of fact, I probably can
get back now.
I probably can get that point across better backstage.
No, I can't. I want the whole world to see he do it, and all y'all stop doing it. If I'm here, y'all better do it like y'all been doing it behind closed doors on your internet. Not where I'm sitting here.
I got you. I 100% believe you don't believe that. I think if you were in that situation, that shit wouldn't happen.
That's how you believe, but you also believe 100 other things about the situation that you created in your brain about, well, maybe this, that, and the other.
I created them.
Beliefs are maybes.
What you mean I created in my brain? Nigga, you creating shit in your brain.
No, I'm asking a question.
So you mean to tell me when you ask a question and I answer it, now you're telling me I'm creating shit in my brain. But you're not creating anything.
Bro, you said
asked
maybe
me a
he had
question.
more jokes. Maybe he had this. Maybe he had that. That's creating stuff, bro.
When you ask me a question,
and you told me about 15 maybes.
When you ask me a question that neither one of us know the true answer to, and I say, I start my answer with, you know what, book? I don't know, but this could be this. And I give you a scenario. I feel like
you made up.
This is another episode of 16 Shots Podcast.
You made it up, bro. That's what it is.
Well, let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Mine made up too.
But can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If we're talking hypotheticals, because you asked me a question.
I'm not talking hypotheticals, though.
You are talking hypotheticals. When you ask me,
it's not hypothetical.
Book. Listen to what I'm saying. When you ask me a question about something that me or you don't have any facts about and don't know the truth about, we don't know what. Bro. So you tell me what happened. You tell me what happened.
Stop the cap.
Since it's cap, you tell me what happened.
I'll tell you what the cap is. The cap is that we don't know nothing about it. That's the cap.
We don't
have
know.
Context.
I don't know.
We shut the front door, bro.
So, do you know what happened?
Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened between Will and Jada?
For the 10th time book,
hold on.
I told you I don't know. I've said I don't know.
Between Will and Jada,
I don't know.
Do you know what happened between? Okay, but you have idealism. You're like, well,
but you do too, though, right?
Exactly.
So how are you telling me? No. Let me ask you a question. How are you telling me that I'm talking about something I've made up in my head, like you were talking about fact? You've literally asked.
I said.
No, that's what you insinuated. You asked me.
No, I didn't. I literally said I made it up too.
You asked.
I literally said that.
So why are you trying to make it seem like I'm making up shit in my head, bro?
Bro, I didn't try. I'm not trying.
That's literally what you said, bro. Your words were you made the shit up in your head, bro. When I told you.
And what I said for that? What's that? It don't matter
what you said that shit to me like I'm making up shit in my head. After I made it up too. After I made the point that book, we're talking hypotheticals.
Record this. Listen, okay, the hypothetical that I'm not talking about.
God damn it, I'm not here. First off, we shouldn't. First off, we shouldn't be arguing about this shit for 2 hours. Secondly,
why not?
Why the fuck are we arguing Chris Rock and Will Smith?
We're not even arguing.
Hours?
It don't have to be. First off,
it's
bro.
Like arguing people talk about. Arguing, come on, bro. Why are we talking about this shit for 2 hours?
Out. You. This is what you do, bro. This is what you do. I'm a master conversationalist, so you can't use tactics like this.
You're not a master conversationalist. I'm not trying to use tactics about nothing.
You are, bro. You try to change. You trying to say
I'm not trying to change anything, bro.
Like people don't sit and talk about Jordan for 3 and 4 hours at a time. Like, what you mean? If the conversation is interesting, it can go on for 5 hours. It don't have to.
Will Smith
validity of the conversation is not. That's not what we talking about. That's what you talking about. That's what you talking about.
Will Smith and the Chris Rock situation, and it's what we're talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. It's what
You keep
we
talking
are
about
talking
slapping.
about.
So I ain't talking about the slap. I'm talking about.
Did you not hear me say, nigga? Did you not hear me say, Will Smith
You
and the
gonna
Chris
change it
Rock
as I
incident? That's
Go
what
ahead.
I said. Is that not
Go
what
ahead.
I just said?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that
Go
not
ahead,
what
go
I
ahead,
just
go ahead.
said?
Go ahead, man.
I'm
Finish.
asking you. Is that what I not just said?
That's what you said, sir.
So if the Will Smith and the Chris Rock incident, this shit don't warrant no 2-hour argument, bro, or conversation about it. We're arguing the same point over and over and over. No one knows.
We're not.
Yes, we are, because
No,
the
we're
two
not.
of us, out of the two of us, no one knows why he told a joke. No one knows why the joke hit so hard for Will and Jada. No one knows what possessed Will to get up and slap him in the face. All we can do is brainstorm a scenario in which it could happen and why we think it could have happened and the climate in which we think it happened. That's all we can do. Now I can give my point and you can give your point. But if you try to say my point is capping bullshit, why are you asking me my point?
Listen, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna tell you why. If we're doing first off, okay, let's just go with that. If we're doing hypotheticals, right, and your hypothetical doesn't have a stance that's based in some type of reality, because even the hypothetical is based on reality. Okay, well maybe this so and so. This is logistical or logical, right? But if you say something that, well, how come you can pull these things like I asked before? Well, if Will can be mad about these other things right here, how come Chris Rock can't be the same? Why is it only one person why are we putting the focus on what one person did?
Okay, let's break it down.
I'm not even talking about none of that.
Let's break it down. What are some of the things that I said Will Smith could be upset about?
You said about the world playing with him, about him being embarrassed in front of his wife. You said that Will needs help. He's hurting. All these things.
I didn't say Will needs help and he's hurting.
You definitely said Will is hurting.
I definitely did not say he needs help.
Okay, we record this, bro.
Did I say Will Smith needs help and he's hurting?
Yes.
That's not what I said.
Early on in the pod, bro.
That's not what I said.
Okay, so you said
I said Will could be. I said Will could be going through some things. That's what I said.
Okay, we record this, so eventually, at some point, we'll hear it, and I'll be wrong and you'll be right. So that's okay. We can move on.
It's not about wrong or right, but I'm saying these are.
I'm talking about what you said.
No, fuck that. Then what I'm saying is these are all hypotheticals, bro. So
what I'm saying, okay, why is it? I'm asking you a question. I understand that we're talking hypothetically, but we're also saying that the things that we're pulling, we're not just pulling them out of blue air. Like I said, I was past the whole fighting thing but early on from the beginning, the fight happened. That's life. Things happen, whatever. What I was asking again, like, okay, my thing is, as more information comes out, because at one point I did think he was talking to her, but then when they said he didn't write the joke, I'm like, well, damn, if he didn't write the joke to begin with, how did he see it and see her and be like, I'm gonna go with it?
Well, what did he say in his apology?
He had an apology.
Who?
Chris Rock.
That's a lie. He did.
No, they said that wasn't him.
His team came out. He 100% came out with an apology. Matter of fact, him and Will already talked.
When?
Him and Will already talked. They talked
today?
the night of.
The apology that has him saying
him and Will already talked. Okay. Matter of fact, all right. So let's. I'm gonna say. So him and Will already talked.
You read his apology.
This is what I'm saying. Him and Will already talked. They talked the night of. Charlamagne the God picked up the phone and called Chris Rock and had a conversation with Chris Rock, and reported that Chris Rock had no idea that she was dealing with the alopecia, the hair disease. He picked up the phone and called Chris Rock.
Okay.
And talked to Chris Rock. And he reported that Chris Rock said, I had no idea she was dealing with the hair. Matter of fact, I didn't write the joke. Will Smith and Chris Rock talked the night of.
So okay, question. If that's true, it could be true. So why do you find it, or I'm asking, I'm not do that. Do you think that's kind of suspect for him to backpedal like that on the joke?
I don't think he backpedaled on the joke.
So you think 100% sure that Chris Rock didn't write it and it was just an accident?
It's fact.
And that could be true.
It's fact he didn't write the joke. That's fact.
Okay. And he didn't know. Okay, boom.
It's fact he didn't write the joke. And according to Chris Rock himself, he said he didn't know. Now I can't say
there's no Chris Rock apology. I'm 100% sure about that. because the one came out and it was real nice and everything. Then his team came out behind it like he hasn't issued one yet. It's one that says we as comedians and so and so and so are putting stuff that is long. That's not him.
It's fact that Chris Rock didn't know she had alopecia, and he didn't write the joke.
So it goes back. That goes all the way back to my original one. Like I said, like, and I think you missed my point.
It goes back to your original why Jada, right?
Yeah, and I think.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think Jada?
I don't know, bro. Like to me, when I'm thinking in my brain, I'm like, man, if Dub is coming to win something, and I know
I would like to talk Chris Rock, Will Smith. So if you're gonna come up with
I'm saying
if you're gonna use an example, I would like you to use it in Will Smith, Chris Rock brain.
If it's Chris Rock, and I know he's coming to get an award, he's gonna win this award. It's something that he wants. I'm not even presenting for his award. That's the cold part about, like, I'm not presenting for his award. This is something else. He's not. He is affiliated with the person who's going to win this award because they all from Philly. Why would I not praise this dude or praise them, or why would I have a joke that shows how they can? Why would I have a joke making fun of her? Like, I'm trying to figure it out, and I don't want to go to this space, but I'm like, damn, man, it's all these white folks in here. We talking about each other. It ain't but 15 black people in the whole place. And you thought out of all these people in here, like I said, you got liars, molesters, all kind of crazy, Harvey Weinstein, all this type of stuff going on in here. And the first thing you thought to do when you saw this thing was talk about this black woman, man. So I understand what you're saying. I agree with you that I'm not saying that it was targeted. I'm just saying that when they be saying stuff like we don't protect them, those are examples of how you can't even argue with it. Because it's like, dang, why her? He didn't say nothing about Tiffany Haddish. He didn't say nothing about Beyonce.
What was his words? What was his words?
It don't matter what he said.
No. It do matter. What was his words? What did he say?
He said, G.I. Jane. He said, G.I. Jane.
What was the full joke?
He said, G.I. Jane 2 coming out, something Jada.
All right,
whatever.
So his words were, Jada, I love you. And then he kind of laughed. And he was like,
yeah.
And he was like, whatever, G.I. Jane coming out.
Yeah.
That's literally.
Okay, well, I'm asking you a question. Once again,
you're asking me a question. Why her?
I'm asking. Well, now I don't want to say it like that because.
But that's the question you've kept asking. So that's the only question I can answer.
Yeah,
so
man. It seems odd to me, bro. It seems odd to me.
For time 12, your question is why her? And I said, and I've been saying, and I will continue to say, I don't know. But to answer the question, it was just a run of his jokes, bro. I don't think it was targeted. I think it honestly was just. Now, I will say this. I don't think Chris Rock steps on stage and doesn't know what joke is popping up on that teleprompter. I don't think that. I think Chris Rock is in the back. He's about to come on stage. He's about to present his award. He probably has a run of 2 or 3 jokes. He probably harkened back to 2016. We had some smoke for Jada and Will because he ridiculed both Jada and Will. And we don't know if the last joke was going to be for Will. So in 2016, he had a joke about Jada not being invited to the Oscars. And then the joke also included what everybody jokes about Will Smith about is him making Wild Wild West. So I think for nostalgia purposes, if I got Chris Rock coming out to the Oscars in 2022 and Will and Jada are front row, because Will is about to win the award of his life.
And you would have him talk about his wife?
How can I not have another joke for Will and Jada?
Wow.
I'm just saying, if I'm putting myself in comic shoes. If in 20 listen to what I'm saying. In 20 listen to what I'm saying.
Ain't relevant,
can you listen to what I'm saying?
I'm hearing you, but I'm just
Can you listen to what I'm about to say?
I'm hearing you, bro.
You're not hearing me because you won't let me say what I'm about to say.
Just speak, man. I'm listening.
Are you going to listen?
I'm listening, bro. Speak.
In 26, I don't like how you told me to speak, nigga. You ain't telling me what to do.
Please, sir, I would love to hear your
You know
speech,
what?
sir.
I will say you didn't have this energy last week.
See how you go with the foolishness, man?
You didn't have
That's
this.
why
You did not have
We should have
this.
argued. I told you I like.
No, you did not have this energy last week, bro.
I told you. I said, man,
I know what you told me, but I know what you told me, and I know what you didn't do. And what you didn't do was have this energy last week.
See, man,
you had the opportunity.
Bro.
Tequila and Jameson was involved. Foolish topics were involved. The right atmosphere was there for the foolishness.
I feel like you was a friendly one though, bro. I think you was one that's more friendly than I was,
said,
man.
Nigga, I cussed. I was as aggressive as I wanted to be. Matter of fact, I put my hand in your face a couple of times.
Put my hand in your face too.
I did this. No, you didn't, bro.
I did. I said, stop with the witch collar, man. I said, stop with the witch collar, man. You keep putting your hands on me, man.
You were never that animated. Your arms are too long.
I didn't do, bro. Did you forget that?
Your arms are too long for that small ass sofa we were sitting on for you to be the animated, bro. You got nowhere close to touching me.
I literally said, bro, you got to stop with your hand gestures on me, man.
You said you got to stop, but that's what you said.
This guy here, man.
All I'm saying is,
you a tough guy, man.
I'm not a tough guy. I'm a square. Okay. L7, bro. I'm soft as soft can be, bro. Just don't test me. What I'm saying is, in 2016, if I had smoke for you and you wasn't in the building, you think you as me being funny man, comedian, A-Dub, you think I'm gonna step on this stage and I know you front and center and I not have any smoke for you? Nah, I'm finna let the joke fly.
I can kind of see that. I mean, if Will and Jada were a little hotter or a little like more relevant, I could.
What you mean a little more relevant, nigga? That's Will Smith.
Come on, I feel like
Will Smith not relevant. He just won an Oscar for some shit.
I can see a portion of what you're saying, but the bigger picture to me, like I said, it made me reevaluate. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying anybody was right or wrong. I'm not even commentating on the validity of the slap or the joke, none of that. The biggest question for me was like, because why her? Because now when a black woman says we ain't protected, right?
She ain't protecting black men though.
I'm not talking about
black
her.
Women black women as a whole ain't protecting black men.
Well, what I'm saying is,
and that's a subject for another day.
What I'm saying is this: I'm saying that when he decides to make that joke about her, right? Forget the Will Smith part. I'm like, dang, what? Why? And I'm not saying. I'm not asking. I'm being rhetorical. I'm like, to me, there's a million people, well, not a million, but there's thousands of people who have things that happened last week that are sitting in the front row. It's people that had things that happened last week that's in the news, that's in the front row.
But Bug, you got to keep it a buck. It is something about history, nostalgia, stuff like that. If I had smoke for you when you weren't here as a comedian, if I had jokes for you when you weren't here, and we on this stage again, and now you're here.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
It's black man's ego, bro, on both parts. Then it's Chris Rock ego because I'm gonna get my get back, and it's Will Smith saying like, no, you're not.
I think on the joking part, it's just comedy. So it'd be different if, and I'll say this, I think it'd be different if it was a non-comic coming on stage having that joke. Okay, and I'm not saying the joke is right. I'm not saying that the question that you're asking isn't a valid question. I do believe that the question that you're asking is a very valid question. So I'm not trying to take away your question. What I will say, if it's a non-comic coming on stage, if Charlemagne the God comes on stage and has that joke, it's bullshit. But if Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, DC Young Fly, like if any comedian comes on stage, had some commentary and jokes for you while you weren't in the building, and now that you're in the building, in the same venue, I got a joke for you and your family. Like I got a joke coming for y'all. Like Will and Jada is like, you know, they're like a. You gotta. I feel like if he didn't get smacked, I'm pretty sure the Will joke would have came next. I don't have any fact. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't have any evidence. It's just me in my scenario. I'm going off of history. If he didn't get slapped, I'm pretty sure a Will joke was coming next. And I just think it's simply because last time I was on this platform, I had jokes for y'all. Y'all are here this time.
That's what I'm saying. I already did this, man. I already did this when you wasn't here. I got to do it again.
So I got to do it when you here, bro. Hell yeah. We always say that shit. Hey, man, I tell you all the time, bro. You wouldn't do that shit if I was there. Not you per se. Just that's what we do as people. Like, you won't do that shit when I'm there. And so now I'm here. Do that shit. So he did it. And I guess he got he
got what he asked for.
He got what he asked for.
That's what I was saying from the beginning. That's why I'm not too caught up on the smacking and the placing because all that. Yeah, maybe because he could do the backstage.
I'm not that mad about it. I'm not that mad about him smacking him on stage. However, like I said, when it comes to two cultural icons on the stage, I'm not big on this in front of white folks. I don't care about that shit. I'm just saying two cultural icons who pretty much have done things the right way when it comes to being a star have that moment on that stage. It's almost like if Steph Curry
wipe alone there, man.
Huh?
Yeah, man, wipe alone.
It's almost
there,
like it's almost like if Steph Curry and LeBron James in Game 7 of the NBA Finals have a fisticuffs in the middle of the floor. Like
that'd
you have
real, man.
No, it wouldn't, because you have two. No one really want to see that because you got two icons in basketball, the stars that they are, and they've both done things the right way. Squeaky clean resume, no smut on their name. You don't want to see them two dudes box in the middle of the court. Nah, you don't want to see that. Everybody loses when that happens.
I seen Dr. J and Bird get into it, man.
That's different. That's Dr. J and Bird. Them niggas ain't got no squeaky clean resume.
What? What's wrong? What Dr. J did?
Nah, I want to talk about the black man. See
what Larry Bird do?
Be from French Lick, Indiana. That alone warrants ass whooping.
See, Elijah Wan get into it with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man. Elijah Wan.
How long Elijah Wan been throwing hands, bro? Throw hands.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit. That's what I'm saying. That ain't. But that's in his. That's in Elijah Wan's character, bro. First 2-3 years of his Houston Rockets. No, U of H. He was known for throwing hands, bro. Matter of fact, he was in Rockets uniform. Him and Ralph Sampson, bro. That's all them niggas did was run around the league putting hands on people, bro.
Hey man, West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground. One of my days.
Oh, come on, bro. You know it. Don't act like you're gonna sit here and act like that.
He has a history of smacking people.
He smacked the white man who tried to kiss him or touched him inappropriately, of course. I'm just saying, don't sit here and act like it wasn't a good look for two of our cultural icons to have a fisticuffs on the Oscar stage. Don't sit here and act like that was just the greatest look.
I'm not saying it's
no
a good
one
look.
wanted to see that.
No, I wouldn't say.
No one wanted to see that.
I'm just saying.
Keep it a buck. No one truly wanted to see Will Smith slap the shit out of Chris Rock. Like, we didn't want to see that.
Like I said, my biggest thing is, I have two things that took from it. I didn't want to see Chris Rock get hit. I didn't want to see, but I'm not mad at that man for how he did, and I really want to know. I just want to dive into the well, not dive anymore, but I was just thinking about why she like. I get what you're saying about that, but to me, I'm like, they ain't how it did Samuel L. Jackson. Like I'm saying, like earlier in the show, like I said, it was opportunities. Like you got roasters on stage.
Keep it a buck. Sam Jackson has been roasted at an award show. Simply off the fact that he always screaming motherfucker by a comedian. I don't know the name of the comedian. I'm just saying Sam Jackson is 100% been roasted before.
They'll be like, you say motherfucker, that like it's different. Like they're like, oh, you always say motherfucker, or you know what I'm saying? Like they did that. Like they had a whole like changes.
Can I ask you a real question?
Yes, sir.
If I want to ridicule, Jada Pinkett Smith, because all right, this is the other piece. Jada Pinkett herself is still a star. So if we're looking at the fact that comedians and stars and it's fair game, just because she doesn't have any recent blockbusters or whatever,
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith herself is still a star. It ain't like that Will is married to a female who ain't in the industry. Like Jada's a part of the industry still. So, you know what I'm saying? If I got smoke and I want to have jokes for Jada, like outside of the entanglement, what can you joke with her about? Like what has she done up for criticism outside of that?
You seen The Matrix?
Matrix was a fire movie, so what you gonna hate on that on about?
Yeah, I know you see the last Matrix.
Was she in it?
Yeah.
Was it bad? Was her part bad?
She played an 80-year-old. Yeah, her part was kind of like an Ewok.
From my understanding, the whole movie was bad. So I don't think that's a Jada thing. That's just the whole that was a bad movie.
Yeah, she was in it,
but it was a bad movie. Like, was she the star? See, you can joke with Will Smith about Wild Wild West because he was the star.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What was she a star of? What was she a star of in the last 20 years outside of Gotham? And I don't even know if she was the star playing the Penguin's boss.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. So why her?
So he already hit that.
Hold on.
And you know, the truth is, I really believe, and this is only my belief, and then we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I truly believe if you, James Boogie, can sit in a room with Will, you know what? Not even with Will. If you, James Boogie, can go have a whiskey drink or go have drinks with Chris Rock, and you can have an off-the-record conversation just about the incident,
yeah,
I don't believe that when you ask the question you've asked for 20 times, I don't believe you're going to get the in-depth answer you think you're going to get, bro. Like, I think when you ask the why, I think if you could really just ask him the why off the record, like, why her, bro? It's probably going to be some like, they jokes, man. Like, it wasn't no reason why. I really do think that. I don't think it's a sinister reason why. I don't think it's a thought out process of why I had this joke for her, bro. I really think that if you could just sit down with homie and just like, why? Like, if you could ask him just about his life and be like,
feeds
why?
more to what I'm saying, bro. That feeds.
I don't think there is a why, bro. I just think
that feeds more to what I'm saying, man. That feeds more to what I'm saying because I'm like I said, there are people in the front row who did shit last week that was on the front page that's salacious or even just funny to make fun of. But you pick this person over here, like the way we see, the way we view things, not me and you, but the way as a culture we view black women, bro. It's like,
I don't think it's that deep, bro.
I mean, shit.
I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's how we view black women. I don't think it's that deep. My personal opinion about it is, honestly, I really think I had jokes for you in 2016 when you weren't here. Now Will and Jada are here. I got jokes for Will and Jada since I'm finna present this award. I just think that's what it was. I think if he didn't get shit, I think if he didn't get shit slapped out of him, I think he would have had. I think the next joke was for Will.
That makes sense if I ain't do a documentary on black hair.
Me doing the doc on black hair has nothing to do. Because at this point,
have you seen the documentary?
I've seen some of it, but at this point,
so if you seen it, you seen how like
me doing a documentary on black hair on a young lady who has historically had short hair dudes anyway. Has nothing to do. It's not stopping.
See, that's what I'm saying. She had short hair. She never been bald before, bro. Till now,
she 100% has been damn near bald head a couple of times. She had to cut her hair all the way off now because the alopecia has gotten worse. Once we found out why she's been having low hairdos, look, my wife suffers with the same thing. So I've seen stages of her hair being long, shorter. You not knowing what's going on, you could just assume she wants to have a low haircut right now. You might not know why.
Yeah, but I also never made no jokes about it.
Well, I mean, because you know she'll put hands on you.
No, but just knowing that, why would I make?
But you don't know. But so the other piece is
hold on. But hold on.
This is the other piece, though. No, listen to what I'm saying.
Important. That's not important. It is important, bro. That's what I'm saying. He did a whole piece on that, bro.
But you gotta listen to what I'm saying.
He did a whole piece on that. But you gotta
listen to what I'm saying, bro.
You're ignoring some. I'm
not ignoring anything. Go
ahead.
You're not gonna make a joke about my wife and her short hair because we're not on that platform for you to be making jokes. You're not gonna randomly walk in my house and have a short hair joke about the wife. You're not
exactly.
But this wasn't a random I walk on stage and make a short hair joke. Look, if he really wanted to be, if he really wanted to just have smoke and say the most hurtful shit to her,
Yeah.
He probably could have did a couple of angles, but he chose not to. He probably could have said, damn, Will, your wife's still geeking over her dead boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? He could have said some real foul shit. He didn't. Let's keep it a buck. When you look at Will and Jada and how they live their life on Instagram or Facebook, niggas really can have some jokes for them.
But what I'm saying is
they just chose not to. Hold
up. So what I'm saying is when you say that is saying that Chris Rock is intertwined with social media or their life like that to be able to go.
He didn't even write the joke. So the person who wrote the joke could have said some real foul shit. So let me ask you another question though. How do we know that this was the most mildest of jokes that somebody wrote about him? And he said, I'm not. He said, I ain't saying that bullshit, but I said a G.I. Jane joke. No one knows.
What I'm saying is, now this is the question. This is the biggest question. Who wrote the joke?
Oh, I don't know the joke writer's name.
I know. Is it a white woman? Is it a white man?
I don't know.
Is it a black man? Is it a black woman?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure a black woman would have written a joke about a black woman's hair.
I don't know if that's true or not. I've heard some black women. Matter of fact, black women say the most hurtful shit to other black women. It ain't the niggas, it's the women. They're horrible.
I don't know.
Have you heard a black woman talk about another black woman, bro? They be
trying to hurt each other.
Boy, they be saying some hurtful shit. It ain't us. They scream, oh my God, black men don't protect black men, man. Bro, they really be throwing each other under the fucking bus all the time, bro. It's like, damn, you said that about her? Thought you wanted to protect black women. But with that being said, we don't know who wrote the joke. So
yeah, so it's a bunch of caveats and it's like I said, it's not about that.
I'm not saying that your question doesn't have validity. I do think that's a valid question. Why her? I honestly think if we could have Chris Rock on the show on just or if me and you could go just chill with Chris Rock for a day, and just talk about all things Chris Rock, and say, bro, why you had the joke for Jada? I'm pretty sure I almost will bet my 1 month salary that it would be just the most randomest of salacious, hateful reasons, bro. And he'd probably hit us with like, oh, if you knew the joke I wanted to say. With that being said, if you have time, listen to Flagrant 2's roast of Will Smith and just listen to the first 3 minutes, bro.
Listen to a nigga roast Will. Listen to a white boy roast Will Smith.
I fucks with Andrew Schultz. He's funny as fuck.
No, it's tough, man. I have to talk to my elders, talk to my ancestors before I do that, man. Will Smith is...
You say more bad shit about niggas than Andrew Schultz has ever said in his life.
No.
Yeah. Schultz is funny, bro. Andrew Schultz is funny because I can deal with comics. I'm not mad at Andrew Schultz and his jokes he had for Will and Jada because everybody can get it with Schultz. It'll be different if he was one of these comics that only had jokes about black people. Literally, Schultz has smoke for everybody. Hell, he makes fun of himself. If you hear some of the shit he says about himself, it's like, damn, you said that about yourself? So, like, Schultz is just a funny guy, bro. He's a funny guy. That Charlemagne character, though, he might be the ops. But Schultz is funny.
Up in the air. I'm still up in the air about it. I'm glad that we didn't have it live then, and that we had time to some of the information to come out so we can, have perspective. Because him not writing the joke changed the way I felt about everything, to be honest with you. When I found out he didn't write that's why I don't think he was talking. I don't think he was talking to her like from the jump, like you saying, like, I'm getting back at them from so and so. I'm thinking that was one he had options on there, and that's the one he chose. And
I think he definitely, when he knew he was hosting the show and he knew Will was gonna be up for an award, I 100% think he definitely was like, damn, I said this shit in 2016 when I hosted the show. I'm finna be there again. I gotta give him a joke because I had a joke for him last time.
But I'm saying, if he did all that, then he should. Well, if he did all that, if he went to think like that, how does he not think in the same breath, man? Look, man, I got a little girl, bro, and I just if you watch the Good Hair, documentary, bro. This man literally like evaluated why black women have issue with their hair, and everything goes to the point where he went to India where they got the hair to show how the hair was gotten. And like he wasn't like one of the producers where he was in the documentary asking the questions. Why does this so and so all about? So he has a very astute understanding of how black women feel about their hair. So for him to make a hair joke like that, it makes sense that he didn't write it. That makes perfect sense. He didn't write that because that's not what he would say. But now I go back to the thinking like, so what made me do that? Was I being malicious? Was I being aloof? Like, what was it?
This has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with the smokeless young James Boogie.
It's the toughest guy in America, man.
Tell me how you took, and I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
Hey, what you say, niggas?